What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sports to the Bone family. What's up? What's up? How are you guys doing? Welcome back. Welcome back, man. Hope you guys are doing okay. Yeah, man. Hope you guys are enjoying the Father's Day. Yeah, we have a couple of things to talk about on today's live. As you come on, just let me know if you are hearing me loud and clear. Just confirm if you are able to hear me. I don't want to be here yapping. Are you guys not hearing me? Just go ahead and let me know if you are hearing me quickly. Yeah, man. See a couple of persons typing already. Sashin here, Sheldon. Uh, just let me know if you are able to hear me, guys. Let me know if you are able to hear me. All right, but while we wait on the others to come on, once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers on the platform. We know we have a lot of men that listen to the program here and contribute. So if you guys are fathers already, happy Father's Day to you all. Hope you guys are enjoying it, and hope you guys would have had your Father's Day Sunday dinner already and all of that. Yeah, man. So as you can imagine, we're going to be taking a look at the test match that was concluded today between West Indies and Bangladesh, right? Between West Indies, okay, that's a loud and clear. That was concluded today between West Indies and Bangladesh, right? We're going to talk about the guys that performed. We won the game, but there are quite a few things that are there that we definitely need to address, right? Supernova said, congrats on 9K, big boss. Like Chris Edison said, let's get to 10K by August. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time coming. I mean, we got to 7K pretty quickly. Then it was a struggle to get to 8K, and then it was a struggle to get to 9K. But as I say, slowly but surely, we just come on and put out the content. People that appreciate the content will subscribe and be a part of the family. We're not to do no only for advertisement and run behind people and all of them something. Those who come on and appreciate the content, I am really happy to have them. You understand? All right. I see people calling, so we need Tejner and Shanda Paul in the team. Adam said we need Campbell to get runs. But here the funny thing about that now, Campbell got a half century today, That maybe that half century will keep him for the next 5.5 years in the team. Remember, this is West Indies that we are talking about. It's not very difficult to make the team. Plus, it's not very difficult to make the team. Plus, there seems to favor Campbell a whole lot. Sachin says 9K subs and 2.9 million views over the years. What you saying? That is what you clocking. So why the people can't subscribe? What's going on? People, a lot of the persons can't like to hear the boldness and the outfrontness, because we don't really swing two ways on this platform. We find a point, or we find a side, we stick to that point and we debate it. We don't really say, all right, yes, you said this, so I agree. You said that, I agree. No, man. Get my point and stick to it and appreciate everybody else's point. So, on the realness, you understand? Supernova said John Campbell knew a fire was at his backside and played with the most concentration I've ever seen. Yeah, it was definitely a good innings by John Campbell. You understand? I saw him fishing after 1 or 2 delivery outside the half stump, but when all was said and done, he got us across the line. You understand? And I am happy that he was able to. As I said in the video earlier today, I think that his first half century in the region, could have been his third half century for West Indies where Test cricket is concerned. You understand? So shout out to him. We shall wait for another 6 Test matches until Campbell makes another 50. Look, you put it at 6. For the next Test match, we should play Thomas or Shandapal instead of Reefer, says Adams. Funny enough, I want to see these guys get an opportunity, Adams. But here what the issue is now. I personally, I am not ready to drop Reefers yet. I'm going to give him a next go at it. Hopefully, he bats in 2 innings again, and then we can judge him from there. You understand? Going to give him another go at it. I understand persons wanting to get Tasia and Shandopal and Devon Thomas in, but I personally would give him give our guy a next go. All right, Sheldon says, I am happy for Campbell, but I cannot rate it too high as he was not under any pressure chasing a small score. Yeah, it was a small score, yes, Sheldon. But here's the thing: chasing both small and big scores, we have seen him done real stupidness in the past. So, I am a little bit happy that he was able to get that. But as I said, still I won't get ahead of myself as yet. I want to see some consistency, and then we see where we go from there. Supernova says, Sports to the Bone, would you give Reefa another go in the team, but at 3 or 6? Yeah, that remember before the game started, I was saying that I want to see Reefa, but I wasn't too sure about batting him at 3. I know that in the regional test championship they had experimented with him there, but I'm not too sold on him batting at number 3. That is a problem. You understand? But who do we bat there? If we don't bat him there, then we're going to have to move up somebody that John Campbell, sorry, not John Campbell, that Blackwood or one of those guys going to have to come up a little bit higher. You understand? Because our Kyle Mayers, So that is the thing. I personally didn't really want to see him at number 3, but I am definitely going to give him a next go at it. Definitely. As I said earlier, Sachin says, as I said earlier, if Tage does not play in the next test, it might be his last chance because, as we know, West Indies forget about Tage until he performs again. I hope not. I hope not. Hopefully not. Personally, I wouldn't break down the team as yet, but we definitely don't want them to forget about him at all. Mr. Lover said, listen, Reefa playing at 5 or 6, yeah. Anywhere down there in the middle order is good, but we have so many players that are not even, I can't even classify them as specialist batsmen. So many of them fighting for the same spot because the Reefa and the Mayers and those guys, those are 5 and 6 batsmen. So, all right, Sachin says, I'm keeping Reefa, but I'm batting him where Mayers bat Mayers at 3. All right, so we're going to bring up Kyle to number 3. All right. Kenra says, do you think your comment are reaching to some of the West Indies team or some of the other cricketers? I am not sure. I am not sure if any other professional players or anybody in CWI are actually seeing anything that we are saying. I have never had anybody reach out to me and say, all right, we saw your content. So I don't know. I can't answer that one honestly and say yes or no because I'm not sure. But even if they were listening, remember I'm just a cheer expert, So yeah, those guys know it all. I wouldn't mind trying Mayers as an opener so Reefa can get another chance. But here's the thing now, Rico. The fact that we had a good, I don't want to say a good start, but the fact that Campbell get a 50 this time, and we know we're not going to dislodge Craig Brathwaite. I don't know if we're going to shuffle it up like that. Take out who we going to take out to put Kyle Mayers to open. So Reefa get a chance. I don't know how would work that one at all. Not sure. Brathwaite, Campbell, Mr. Lover said Brathwaite, Campbell, Blackwood, Banner, Kyle Mayers, Reefa, Da Silva. All right, I hear you. Big up Sports to the Bone. Andrew from UK. Good win in the end. Campbell looks set for another stay. Mr. Carr. Good win by the boys. And as I said, we might be seeing Campbell for our next 6 years or so. Put Blackwood at number 3, says Mr. Lover. Well, I don't know, we had two good innings from Blackwood. They sure want to start moving all over the place. Supernova, it's worth try because Reefer does not look good at 3, and I trust Kyle Mayers a little bit more to bat in the top 5. All right. Blackwood at 3. Love his new approach. I will have brought back Brooks at 3. Brooks actually lost his spot in the test team, you know, so he's actually trying to do a thing in the ODI team, and hopefully when regional cricket comes around again, he will try. But Devon Thomas and Reefer definitely would get a go before Brooks comes back, in my opinion. Man in form, so why leave him out? Which man is that? Who is that? I think that Blackwood did good job. Yeah, man. Yeah, King. Blackwood did well, man. Blackwood steadied the ship. Well, we could just put Da Silva at number 3. And who's gonna keep? So when you put Da Silva at number 3 to bat for so long, who is going to keep? I rather Banner at 3 than anyone else. Mayers, for me, in Test cricket can be a middle lower order quick scoring batsman. Yeah, probably a 5, 6, somewhere there about, yes. The problem is, you know, we are missing 2 quality specialist batsmen. That's why we have to be shuffling up and down with these all-rounders so much. If the wicket is pace wicket, I will leave out Moti and play Phillips instead, says Cabby from Trinidad. You know how I am going to, you know how I look at that, you know, because if it's even a pace wicket, I always say with a test match 5 days, you know, it's bound to take a toll on the pacers. So I always like to, especially when we have a couple of medium pacers, I always like to have a 1 spinner. But I hear you still. I will bat Mayers at 3 and 3 or 4 and Banner 3 or 4. Oh, so Sheldon is saying Mayers 3 or 4 and Banner 3 or 4. So is that all right? I told you guys Otis won't have any effect on the game. Was I vindicated? St. Lucia play extra batsman. I think Otis. Who's that? I think he's talking Moti. I don't know if we went that deep to really, you know. I think Moti is who is talking. Should have been Sachin says it should have been Brathwaite, Campbell, Banner, Mayers, Blackwood for the top 4. I would try Mayers as an opener and drop Reefer down to 6 where he performs better. But Campbell played well, so he might get another series. And with Hola coming back, it's gonna be hard for Reefer. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's going to be difficult when Hola gets back in to have so many all-rounders in the team. But as I said, Campbell performed well, so I'm not too sure how it's gonna work. Yeah. Sports at the Bone, I was trying with the account that got blocked. I'm not even certain if that account is blocked at all, you know, because I went on StreamYard and I looked on the blocked, and what they are saying is no guests blocked or no participants blocked. So I think it was only blocked for the one live. You know, I'm not seeing anybody being blocked underneath there. So I'm not sure how good was Roach and Josie 7 for 6 7 and they were good. They were good. You understand, especially seeing that Roach, you know, went into the game with some amount of cloud over his head as relates to his fitness. He was good. Alzarri Joseph bowled with good pace, and you know they really did it for us. Joseph looking like he finally hit in his prime. Man, pacey and accurate right now. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Why did Guyana Harple drop Hetty and Romario? I'm not sure. I'd have to. Oh, I think he's asking Sachin. O'Shea needs to learn a thing or two from Roach and Alzarri. That man wasting his talent. He needs to push. We still. Who we talking? Who we talking? O'Shea Thomas. Boy. Javid say I want Moti to get another shot. Yeah, man. I think he's gonna play again. You know, I can't really see the coach and the captain going without at least one frontline spinner. Also, I wonder if White Ball squad might be announced tomorrow or Tuesday. If Lewis or Hetty not in the squad, then there's a riff. There's a riff going on, saying it no. Well, I don't even know how to take this one on, because we would have seen a couple of posts from Lewis on social media, and I'm not too sure if he's the most loved person in and around the place. But that shouldn't really be the way how he gets in the team. It should be based on performance. You understand? And he should be there. Well, they say though he's not passing the fitness test. Hetmyer might still be on his leave. What you call it? Maternity leave or paternity leave or whatever they call it. You know, he's probably still on that. So I don't know, Star. I don't know. Shonda Paul chance he should bat at 3, says. Guyana drop 80 at this point. When I say Guyana drop 80, what you guys talking about? I haven't seen it, I haven't seen anything, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I know he's on some personal time off. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Can Brathwaite be aggressive when he needs to be, says King? Remember, was it a innings against England? I remember Brathwaite going out there and playing some good shots, but more often than not, he's stuck in the go slow mode. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Campbell spot in the team sure now until 2024 with that half century. Tajan go get a chance if he gets injured. Well, Chris say right now Campbell going back until 2024. I like the way Moti went about business with the bat and ball. Yeah, man, he was pretty good with the ball. He was economical, ball, good line and leg. Didn't pick up any wicket or anything like that, but you know he wasn't too bad, and he was hanging around with the bat. Think he got in the 20s if I'm not mistaken. Can I say, me send you a comment and me heard your answer because my Wi-Fi went down about the comments reaching. Oh, yeah, man, what I was saying is I'm not too sure if my videos are our interaction reach to the players or CWI or any of those guys. You understand? I'm not sure. Just come on and have a talk. I've never had anybody reach out to me and say anything. And what I also said was that, remember, I'm just a regular guy on YouTube talking, and you know they are the professionals where the cricket is concerned. So I'm not too sure if they would listen to anything that I'm saying in any way. So I've never had anybody reach out to me as it relates to that. I would rest banner and give Devon Thomas. Cabby say I would rest banner and give Devon Thomas a try. Banner look out of form. He needs some first class cricket to regain form. What you say, Trinidad and Tobago, Cabby, Trinidad and Tobago, you're going to rest banner and make him play some regional cricket and get back into form. All right, my boss, I hear you. Mr. Lover say Hetmyer was dropped from Guyana team. In all honesty, guys, I didn't see that article. If it came out today, I didn't see it. But you know, more than likely, I am going to look for it once I am off the live, and I will definitely talk about it later, probably tomorrow. Moti playing a next game, that 20 odd runs maybe. Why Moti was also vital to the game. Yeah, and as I said, guys, I always like to have a spinner in my test team, but I heard that England is interested in bringing the county to the Caribbean to help them with spin. So if that's true, would be let us see. One thing I know, those people don't do anything to benefit anybody except themselves. So let us see. Mr. Love, where did you guys see that? I am not seeing it. I am not confirming this thing about Hetmyer being dropping, guys. I don't know anything about it. I haven't seen the article. I haven't seen the article, but one thing I know, if I hear England planning to do anything, I am looking on them side eyes, or with one eye open or one eye closed. Those guys only do things to benefit themselves, and so I don't know what they're talking about. To help who? To help us with spin, or to help them with spin? What are you talking about? They said Hetmyer, Barnwell, some other lost their contracts, and few people got contracts. What you said? I'm asking, where did you see it? I'm gonna have to search later because I don't know. Sports to the bone. This might be a strange question, but since you watch the Windies for the 2000. Which player does Mayers remind you of that just bows and has a knack of taking wickets every time? When I say 2000s, we're talking about 2003, 4. That is when I really started understanding it a lot. I saw the last part of Curtly Ambrose and those guys in 2000, 2001, but really started understanding the game in like 2003, 4 when I was in primary school, like about grade 3 or 4. But a knack for taking wickets. Who would I say now? Who would I say? I'm not even sure who to come up with now. But Rose wasn't too bad as it relates to picking up wicket every now and again. Roach dropped more to catch Wilson. Yeah, Roach actually put down a catch. Yeah. Saw it on Facebook from Guyana. Someone said earlier, Bana is solid, but speed needs work. Yeah. Hand speed needs work. 40 persons watching, get up the light. Yeah, Ronaldo. Long time we don't hear the great Ronaldo. Reminding you guys to like up the video. Because I just come on and read comments and chat. These guys don't even bother to support the thing and give us some like. But Ronaldo, as usual, reminding us, the Mr. Analyst. Hey, I tell you, Ronaldo, I have a good brain. As I see you jump on, I haven't seen you in a while. But remember, you were saying that for the next T20 World Cup, we must not be surprised if we see Lendl, Simmons, and all of these guys heading back to the World Cup. Well, Ronaldo, you are the best in a star. All our seamers were tired and unfit. Imagine them being fit in St. Lucia pitch. All right. To help who would spin. England will help us with spin. We don't want. What I want is for the English is for some of my players to go over there and play some county cricket. I not too running behind them coming out here now. Also, Sports in Bonnie, Fabian Allen isn't included for the T20s or ODIs. Then what are CWI doing with him? I have no idea. Earlier today, somebody typed it. I think it was Hardball that typed in the comment section and was asking me what is happening with him. 22. I think Paul Collingwood, he moved the ball gentle medium pace. I think he was talking West Indian. Yeah, Paul Collingwood did his thing also, yes. Yeah, we definitely need Fabian Allen. We do. You see, when it comes on to CWI, guys, as I said, I have no idea what these guys are doing, But he could become an all-rounder if he work and is batting seriously. Yeah, majority of West Indies cricketers can become all-rounders, because we see if Nicholas Pooran decide to stop bat and start take wickets and all of that. So, why not? Yeah, why not? South Africa came here and mold us with pace. Yeah, was it in that test series there? Paul Collingwood. Supernova said definitely Paul Collingwood is a very underrated all-rounder. So Supernova was testing me to see if I remember Paul Collingwood. What I mean, man, see a lot of Paul Collingwood. He's not really spoken about that much. When it comes on to all-rounder in England, all they talk about is Freddie Flintoff and Ben Stokes. We're not really talking about Ian Botham and those guys, but Paul Collingwood was definitely good. No, England want their players to bat better against spin, so it's either Sri Lanka or West Indies. I'm not sure if I'm understanding what you're saying. If England want their players to bat better against spin, West Indies wouldn't have anything to do with that. You would have to be India or Sri Lanka or one of those places. I think CWI was building a younger side for the World Cup, so No more Lendl Simmons and Ramdin. Yeah, Ramdin is definitely nowhere close to the team right now. Even though I personally think that he's still the best glovesman in the region, but when it comes down to T20 cricket and ODI cricket, you have to have somebody that is going to consistently score runs, and people like Nicholas Pooran and those guys are definitely considered better scorers than my guy Ramdin at the moment. I don't think Seals will be picked for the ODI leg of Bangladesh series. Feel they might give him a rest. Yeah, probably yes, maybe. Sports in the Bone, what is your thoughts on Reefa at 3? I think Banner should bat at 3 and Reefa at 4. And yes, Simmons. Let me read this again. What is your thoughts on Reefa at 3? I think Banner should bat at 3 and Reefa at 4. And yes, Simmons will be part of World T20 2022, but we will discuss closer to the World Cup. Yeah, before the series started, I think I had Nkrumah Banner batting at 3, and I think I had Reefa batting at 4 or 5. I am not too sold on him batting at 3 at the moment, even though I was saying that he could make this West Indies squad as an out-and-out batsman. He only had won a couple of games playing in the regional championship at number 3, so I'm not too sold on him at 3. 4 or 5 probably would be okay for me, even though I still want specialist batsmen to be batting at 4 or 5, but definitely. Ronaldo, you are a very intelligent man that knows the cricket and analyze the cricket very well, Don't make people laugh at you, talking about Lendl Simmons. Well, let me not say anything, because who to tell? I might be eating my words a couple months from now when Lendl Simmons get back in the team. Oh, I see a couple of persons in the thing. All right, I'm going to read these comments and then let you guys in. I think Marlon and Mr. Lover is there, so let me just read these couple of comments and let you in. I don't know the exact reason Hetty and Romario got dropped, but I'm hoping it's because they will be getting a CWI contract. That's why, because I know Ghana does not give contract to CWI contracted players. As I said, I wasn't even sure. Well, I had no idea. Will Pooran bowl significant overs going forward are beginner's luck? Well, according to him, when they asked him if we're going to see more of him bowling, he said for sure. So we might have to start looking for somebody else to bat at number 4 and bat Pooran at number 8, 9 as a spinner. You understand? See a comment light up in green, $5 donation from Henry. Oh, you mean Henry? Let them know that we have super chat now. We have super chat, It's because I don't go up promoting it every minute, but we have super chat, guys. For those who are just coming on, Henry just donated his $5. Oh, you mean Henry to the platform? Donate to the cause, yes. But we have super chat, guys. When you're typing your comments, if you click on one of the thing, you will see something where you can go and donate to the channel if you want. You understand? See, Henry just show us how it is done. He's saying the toss heavily influenced the outcome of this game. Do you think we would still have won so decisively if Bangladesh won the toss and bowled first? Maybe not. Because early, even Kyle Mayers, when he did his interview, was saying that the pitch was really good for bowling on the first day. So maybe our batsmen would have fell victim also. We would have managed to win, yes, but we probably wouldn't have won so comprehensively, as you said, because the pitch was really thin there. Why is Reefa batting at 3? Why is it a Reefa or Kyle Mayers, or Blackwood? So I don't know. Sports, no, I man don't reach in a rasta. Giving Sports to the Bone some bread money. Yeah, oh, you mean? Remember, we in Uncle Sam country, so we're collecting all the cash that we can collect. Yeah, man. Thanks very much, Henry, for donating to the channel. Supernova say Henry for man of the day. Oh, you mean? oh yeah, Lennox, you need to make some guys moderators in here also. I probably need to do that, yes, because that is why we have so many persons posting some stuff that we don't want to see, because I don't have the time to really go through everything. So, you know, a couple of persons that are always on and helping out where the movement is concerned, I definitely go and see if I can get a couple of people on. I don't know, Star. Big up Henry, but irrespective of the toss, Bangladesh have been struggling to score 200 in their first innings. Whether they bat first or second, they would have still lost. Yeah, Ronaldo. I think he's saying. Well, I think he is at the point that he's saying we probably would have won still, but if we would have won so decisively, and you are correct, because even the Bangladesh coach was actually saying it in an interview that, you know, they cannot continue like this and they need to step it up. They need to step it up. You understand? But I don't know if I really would have trusted the batsmen, the batsmen to our batsmen. Oh yes, sir. I don't know if I would have trusted our batsmen to bat on that green pitch though. Yeah. All right. I think I've caught up with all the comments. So let us see if we can hear from yeah, I think Marlon and Mr. Lover. You guys can hear me?
Yes, Regime, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, all right, we can hear. All right, so the guys in the comment section. So for the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to keep going through and highlighting the comments. I might not get to read them because we're going to allow Mr. Lover and Marlon to give us their feedback on the game. Yeah, Mr. Lover.
Okay, I'm not going to stay too long, but I've just come on today and give a special shout out to John Campbell, the man of the day. Boy, the man make me happy. I'm really happy. He had how long, but that 58 was the best knock I've seen from him in a long while. I hope I can continue this as Uncle Phil said.
Yeah.
Hoping the 400 from him next match to seal off the game.
Hola, repeat that.
Uncle Phil Simmons said in the interview that he's hoping for 100 from John Campbell next match. To seal off the series.
Well, hopefully at that point we would have to be taking him off in a wheelchair. He would be playing for West Indies until he's in a wheelchair. But yeah, definitely would like to see him getting a century. You know, he has been toiling for a while, and you know the cricket not being too good to him. So you know, hopefully he can get a century, as I said.
Yeah. Another thing before I leave, because I'm at work. So yeah, before I leave, I think the best option would be for Blackwood to come at 3 in the next match and put Myers at 5 and Reefer at 6 probably. I'll put the Silver ahead of Reefer.
Put the Silver where?
At 6 and Reefer at 7. Also, I was right when I said that Morty won't have that much effect on the game in Antigua.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm probably going to be right with saying this now. I don't expect the match to be the same for St. Lucia because it's a pace bouncy pitch.
It's a what?
It's a bouncy and a pace friendly pitch.
So you're going without a spinner and you're going to bring in who? Anderson Phillip or one of those guys?
I'm going to bring in the extra batter for St. Lucia.
You're bringing in Devon Thomas.
More than likely, yes, because he can also help us with the bowling as well, or wicket keeping and let. Yeah. Anyhow, that's it.
All right, Mr. Lover, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Mr. Lover. Yeah, Marlon.
All right. Good afternoon. Lennox, I will begin by saying it's not being an unpopular opinion, but the test match was boring.
Yeah,
a large part of it that was very difficult to
watch. I don't think persons will disagree. It wasn't the prettiest of matches to watch.
There were times when West Indies was batting when Craig and Nkrumah was out there.
Banner.
That was unbearable to watch. It was unbearable. And then there were times when Bangladesh was batting, nothing much was going on. That was before they took the second new ball. I think it was in the second innings. And literally nothing was happening. Shakib and I think it was Hassan was scoring some runs, but it was really boring. It was really, this match was not pretty.
But let me ask you this though, Marlon, before you continue. Is it as a result of our batsmen not being confident enough to really go on the front foot where we are always in a survival mode, or they were just playing the situation based on the fact that we had the game in our back pocket?
Well, to give credit to the Bangladesh bowlers, in the first innings, they bowled really well. Like, I was impressed with the quality of the bowling coming from the seamers when I started to watch it in the beginning, because I had to take a break. But I was impressed with the quality that the seamers showed up front. But like some of the commentators say, there were balls there that we should have scored off, and our batsmen failed to score. There just was. And at one point, I heard Ambrose made a comment that he's fine with batsmen staying there, but you have to stay there and look to score. You can't stay there and just
yeah, it was a little bit difficult to watch, but you know, I understood it based on the situation, and I won't even say that based on the situation they were playing it safe, because this is really how we play Test cricket. This is how we bat. Very rarely are we on the front foot. You know, it's something that we have always struggled with since we have these new set of guys. But I am really wondering if it is a case of us always trying to survive and not being confident enough to counter-attack while we are always batting like this. I know Craig won't change, and Nkrumah Banner seems to be copying him. So I don't know.
But you see, the thing is, though, Lennox, and this is where we have to balance the conversation. And I think you pointed this out already. We called for more responsive batting and to have more sensible shot selections.
Yeah.
And I think the guys are doing that because Jermaine Blackwood now is facing far more balls than he used to face.
Exactly.
To get the runs that he's getting. I noticed that because the innings he played against England, Lennox, was one of the slowest 100 I think he ever had. That century. Probably one of his slowest of the centuries that he had before. So there is a level of, let me say, intent in being more responsible, which we like. I don't think anybody is saying that we don't like it though.
Yeah,
it is hard to watch sometimes.
You know, as I said in I think it was in the video. I don't remember if it was this morning. The thing is, why we are criticizing is the fact that we are looking at where we want the team to be and not where they are at now. So in our mind, we are saying if they continue to do this, they are not going to win much games against the top teams. But I guess this is the first stage.
We might not lose, but we won't win any.
Yeah, but I guess this is the first stage of developing, surviving, and then you learn to start score. You know, since Ronaldo raised a point, and it's the same thing we were saying the other day when a couple of persons were saying it's time to bring in Tagenarine and Shandopal. And a couple of persons were saying, imagine Brathwaite, Banner, and Tagenarine and Shandopal and those guys in the order there. How would work it? How would we score over 50 runs? You know, at the we would probably bat an entire day and they'll score 50 runs.
I said it exactly.
Yeah.
We would probably score 45 runs. It cannot work. It just cannot work in my opinion.
I mean, it is the next step, you know, scoring the runs and maintaining a good run rate is the next step. But we're always crying about them getting out stupid and silly. So I am just hoping that after this, you know, this is actually the the new Jermaine Blackwood, the new John Campbell, all of these guys surviving and working on their stuff, and then they will start scoring because, you know, we definitely won't be winning much games like this, you know. But as I said, hopefully it's the first stage. They're doing it in stages, you know, learn to survive, and then they will start with some attacking intent.
But yes, so that aside, in fact, entertainment value, it wasn't high. When it comes to certain things now, we've talked about this before, Lennox. I think we should try our best. You see how we tried our best to keep Shea Hope in that test team. I think the only thing we didn't do was give him the gloves.
Yeah.
I think the bat at number 7.
Yeah,
in this test.
And it was being suggested, you know, it's just that he was probably too pretty of a batsman to bat at 7.
Yes. I think we need to keep Kyle Mayers in this team.
Yeah, we have to find a way. You know how I am, you know. If he's even, we're going to play him as I don't know, as a third bowler, because, you know, when Jason Holder comes back, I am one of them that like to say that I want 5 solid batsmen and all round and the keeper and the bowlers. But why Kyle Mayers usually comes up trumps for us when it's difficult to find wickets, you know. So as I say, we definitely need to find a way to keep him in. You know, and the way how he sets up his wickets, the way how he set up the wickets, you know, it's crafty, it's extraordinary, man. Yeah, it's really good.
He's really threatening. To tell the honest truth, the Knox, you might disagree with me saying this, but he's giving Jason a run for Jason's money as a all-rounder in this team, and I never thought I would say that. But his impact with the is really, really impressive. And you see, he probably might never take as much wickets as Jason, but sometimes how quickly
when the wickets
he gets
come
in his spell.
Yeah.
Yes, like it, breakthrough type of bowler, we can throw the ball to him and say, hey, give me something.
Yeah, that is the thing. When the wickets come,
Jason contains you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think West Indies give the ball to Jason and say, Jason, give me something. No. Jason will have more container because in any given test, Jason is going for 1.9, 1.19 or thereabout. Very, very miserly. But he beats the edge more than anybody else in the world. But Kyle Mayers is really, really an impact player that I really want to see him in the team. I don't know how we're going to fit him in the batting lineup because those scores cannot justify his batting position. But his impact with the ball can.
Yeah, the bowling is definitely good. What's going on here? Charles Taylor with a donation. Our viewers and subscribers. The purse is out this evening, you know. The purse is out. Thank you, Charles, for that donation to the channel. Much appreciated, you know. Thank you very much. Yeah, Marlon, you know, when I really started to look at Kyle Mayers as a breakthrough bowler, I don't remember if that Pakistan series was played. If it was played in the Caribbean, it could have been in the latter part of.
You mean when he got
Yeah, the way in which he actually set up Babar Azam. It was where?
I think it was in Jamaica. Sabina Park.
Boy, I don't even remember. My brain all, you know. But in that same period of time, and
you know that was when that one.
Go again?
I was saying that the series drew 1-1.
Yeah, I think it was that series, man. And the way in which I saw how he really worked Babar Azam over and then set him up and got him out, it was extremely good. And I saw him doing the same thing yesterday. Was it yesterday? He actually bowled, I think it was 5 deliveries. He bowled 5 deliveries to I don't remember if it was Shakib that was batting. And he had the ball going away. And Curtly Ambrose was commentating at this point, away. And then the last one, he set it up and had it coming inside. And it just barely shaved. I think it took the inside edge and barely went over the stumping. And I was like, wow, this man is really crafty. He's really crafty. I have to give him that. You know, my issue of Marlon is when we are always trying to use him as a number 4 batsman in Test cricket and then hope that he gives us a 20 or 30 and then bowl. We as I say, we need to find a way to keep him in the team. We need to find a way to keep him in the team because of that bowling. I can't lie.
You know what I would suggest? I would suggest we probably flip with him and Jason Holder.
You sure you want to say that? I mean, Jason Holder is a containing bowler, as you said, and we definitely want people getting. We definitely want people out there that is going to get runs, but get wickets. But I'm not even too sure if I'm ready to have a toss up between the two of them. I mean, Holder has been very poor with the bat.
No. Let me tell you what I mean. Let me tell you what I mean. You see how we have Kyle at number 4, put him at number 4, and bat Kyle at number 7, and probably give Kyle give him an option to not necessarily be a frontline batsman.
But we're not talking. Yeah, but we're not talking. Well, having said Jason Holder's technique is good, and on his day he will do his thing. But we haven't really seen any responsible batting from Jason Holder in like maybe 2 years or so. So how would we go about that?
Well, I guess I'm trying to work magic to keep Kyle in the team and Jason Holder in the team.
Yeah, no. I definitely agree. He's too valuable right now. Kyle Mayers, he's too valuable right now to be left out. But I don't know because once Roach is fit, he's going to play. Genesis is going to play. Alzar is going to play. That is 3 right there. And as I said, it's Holder and Kyle Mayers. Boy, I don't know how we're going to work it. Definitely don't know how we're going to work it at all.
Something need to give because I think we have to try to keep him in the team. To tell the honest. But we can figure that out later. The other thing is Lennox. I knew that Kemar Roach was going to run rampant. And I said it on the line that Roach is the destroyer of Bangladesh.
Yeah, man. So, plus in Antigua, put Bangladesh and Antigua together. Oh, God, man.
A recipe for disaster.
Yeah, man.
I knew he was going to have a good game. When I saw him in the squad, I was like, yes. And he delivered. He really, really delivered. So, did you get man of the match?
I think so. I made a video, but I made the video before the announcement of that. But more than likely, because only Brathwaite got 94 and Campbell had a 50. More than likely, because I think it was 7 wickets overall. So I'm not sure, but more than likely.
Yes, man.
Sheldon said when I said
a good game.
Yeah, when I said I would play Mayers as a bowler, I was laughed to scorn. But play him as a bowler over who? That is a problem now, Sheldon, because I'm still not going to play him over Roach, Alzari, or Seals. And in the back of my mind, I have Jason Holder in the team still. So he's definitely coming through. He's definitely coming through, Sheldon. So I guess the great Sheldon predicting once again. He's doing his thing, man. But I still, you see, the thing is, the time when Mayers take the wickets, that is the thing. You can just throw the ball to him when you have a partnership going and say, well, give us something. And you can see the craft in how he goes about setting up batsmen to try and get.
It's not only time, it's the quality of batsmen that he gets out also.
Yeah, exactly. He works over top class batsmen, and get them out. So it's real skill.
Bawazam, Quinton de Kock, pure quality. It's not like he's running over the tail. That's not what the man is doing.
He's definitely
out quality batsmen.
As I said, the skill is really coming to the forefront. You can see him setting them up. You can see him working on a plan. You understand? And similarly to how would Jason Holder, as I said, missing the edge and beating the batsman. Probably he beats the batsman the most in world cricket. Kyle Mayers might not beat them as much as Holder beat them, but more often than not, when he gets them in a position to beat them, he's nicking the edge.
Yes.
You know?
He's finding ways to get the edge. And the thing is, how he got, I don't remember which one of the batsmen, he got not playing a shot. And he got out an umpire's call.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the ball, the batsman. Yeah, the batsman had made a step outside the half stump. I don't remember if it was this. He had made that. He had made a step outside the half stump and shoulder arm.
Yes, offered more shot. The movement he had to get for that ball to be hitting at what was leg stump, I think, is really, really good. So it's stuff like that. I mean, yes, like you get the ball in a good length, you get it to move in the ear, move off the surface.
He's skillful, man. Skillful. He's extremely skillful. So here's a question though: what are we going to do when Roach retires? Probably, hopefully, we can get another 3 years from him or so. Yeah, what are we going to do? I mean, I don't
think we have any problem if Roach retires. Because I think we have a good crop. I wouldn't say we have some outstanding, but I think we have competent bowlers out there. GNC, Roach, and
sorry.
Who else we have?
We have Jaden Seals, we have Alzari, Joseph.
Yes.
You know, we see Kyle Mears doing his thing. We have Preston McSween and those guys. I just talking about well, the good thing is that you know he's passing on the knowledge because he's going to be leaving with a whole lot of skill and knowledge there. You understand? So, you know.
And the good thing about Roach is that, and I remember this English YouTuber / journalist did a video on Roach, and he was saying the two halves of Roach. Oh, he started his career off as a speedster, roughing up great Ricky Ponting.
Jack Callis, Ricky Ponting and them guys. Yeah.
Yes. Having to reinvent himself when the pace left him to turn into a quality, I guess you say, swing bowler. Like, that is impressive.
Yeah, man, it's extremely impressive. Usually for those out and out quick bowlers, not to say they didn't have extremely good careers, but when I look at people like say for example Sean Tate, Nathan Bracken, who are some other extremely quick people that would have come through.
Shoaib
Akhtar, you know, when a lot of those guys when they lost their pace, right? When they lost their pace, quite a few of them weren't really able to, you know, to reinvent themselves and continue playing and being so effective. People like the Nathan Bracken and the Sean Tate and them guys. You know, it's really good. I remember Roach as a slim, lightning quick man, you know, roughing up Ricky Ponting and going, trying to get into a boxing match with Jack Callis and them guys, and you know, got injured and things like that and came back and we all see what he's offering now. You understand?
Yes, and the thing is, some people I saw a Facebook post with some people was getting a little bit upset that they're comparing him to Mikey Holden, and I don't think people when people show the stats between the two, I don't think people are saying Roach is in the class of Mikey Holden, but it's showing that the young man has achieved a lot.
Yeah, it's what 249 wickets, right?
Or 250, one of them.
No, it's 249. Well, Michael Holden is 249. I'm not sure if he passed him. I remember him equaling him. I think with the 5th wicket he would have passed him if I'm not mistaken. So I can understand people feeling a way when that is said, because I myself is a big Michael Holden guy. I respect the man, and you know, we can say it was different era and all of that, but the fact that he would have played the game for so long, would have gotten so many wickets, and I doubt his average is that bad either. You know, his average as relates to. Yeah, I think it is. They showed it in the match yesterday, but it's not that bad. You understand? So he's doing well for himself. Yeah, man, it's definitely in the 20s. He's doing pretty good for himself. You know.
Yes, Lennox. So we're going to be a really good bowler, and I think we need to give him his flowers because a really good servant to West Indies cricket, no doubt.
Yeah, Richard is saying if he has missed the apologies to John Campbell. Well, we addressed we addressed John Campbell. What we also said is that with that 58, we might have to use a wheelchair to get him out of that team. But you know, we're definitely happy that he was able to get a half century. You know, that is what he's there for, to bat long enough to really see off the new ball and all of that. So the fact that he was able to bat long enough and win the game for us, you know, we are indeed happy.
Hey, Lennox, this comment on the screen is interesting enough.
The one, can we talk about the dismissals? Can we blame it on Antigua pitch? I don't like the 3 wickets we got on day 3.
I can't speak to the 3 wickets we got on day 3, but some of the shots from the Bangladeshi batsmen were just atrocious. I mean,
yeah, and that is why the coach is going so hard at them. You know, is the shots not to bash Roach, but 3 of the wickets that Kemar Roach got, those are shots that we would hammer John Campbell in his head for. I saw, yes, I do. 3 of the wickets that Roach got, you know, the ball was way outside the half stump.
Out 6.
Go again.
Literally 6 or 7 stump.
Yeah, it was far outside
the 6 or 7 stump.
Yeah, about 3 of the wickets that he got, and I was like, and we're talking about set batsmen. One of the guys was actually on some runs, and I was like, how do you get drawn into a shot like that and you are there batting for so long? You know, it was really horrible to see. Can you imagine if our guys did that? We would be going at them left, right, and center. You understand? The 3 wickets. Yeah. Since 2017, Roach bowling average is 23, I think. They showed us some information, man, and he's really doing well. And I think since 2017, he has taken most wickets for us. Then probably Jason Holder, I think, and
Shannon Gabriel probably.
Maybe I think probably Shannon Gabriel. I think, but what do we have to say about Craig Brathwaite getting out like that? It's not the first time in the second innings. It's not the first time I would have seen Craig getting out like that in a ball way down the leg side, and he's trying to just do something cute down there and edge behind. You know, that is something that he really needs to. You can't get out like that, man. That is unforgivable. You know, you really and truly can't get out to a ball way down the leg side and you're clipping at it like that. I understand that if the ball is there to be scored off, you're going to try and score, but not to just clip it around. And Raymond Reefer's misjudgment in the second innings also, when he went to shoulder around the ball, misjudged it, and it was it the glove, the ball hit at the top of the bat handle, and he got caught behind.
Glove.
It was a glove. Yeah, and Nkrumah Bana had a low delivery that got him out. So those were the 3 wickets that we lost chasing down the 85 runs or the 84 runs, whatever it is. So, you know.
Well, the Craig one was unfortunate. If he got that a little more bat on it, it would have been 4.
Yeah, it would have been 4.
So but so that those dismissals happened one in a blue moon. The one with Reefer now. Honestly, Reefer has been a little bit unlucky, and that is why I would persist with him, because the delivery he got in the first innings to dismiss him, there is nobody who would survive.
No, man, he couldn't play that, man.
You will not.
that he couldn't have done anything with that, and you know that was I think I had said that in the video that I did after that day. He could as us Jamaicans like to say, that was bigger than him. He could manage that. He could manage that at all. So you know it was a good delivery in the first innings, and then as I say in the second innings there, that misjudgment.
Yes, so I don't think he failed in any other 2 innings. So that is why I wouldn't be moving him anywhere. You'd bat at number 3 or 4.
I am still going with him for the next test, you know. I am just still not sold on him batting at 3 as I wasn't before the game. But you know, he worked very hard to get his opportunity. So we don't want to just give him one game and then throw him away. The Supernova we have winning the Super 50 tournament. Will Jamaica take both? I hope so. I hope so. You know, at least Jamaica is winning something one way or the other. I hope so. I hope so.
Lennox, speaking of that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of the women, I don't know if you saw Jamaica play. I think it was Leeward Islands in the T20. There was this young lady. I think her name was Natalie. I think they were called her Nats in the chat. Lennox, it was raining 6s and 4s.
When that? Yesterday? When that? Yesterday?
No, during the T20.
Oh.
There was a particular, and she was batting with Stephanie Taylor when she got about 80 something runs. She sent those females all over the place. I mean, it was raining 6s and 4s.
Is that young Deandra that in?
If you didn't know what was going on, I would say so. But she looks more mature. Yes, that is the name on the screen.
Yeah, Natalie McLean.
Lennox, she was killing them.
Yeah,
I don't follow much of the cricket because I don't come across it much, but it was really good to watch our team. I'm wondering what it would look like if she gets a chance to play for West Indies.
Where is she from though?
She's Jamaican. She was
Stephanie Taylor. No, that's why I'm asking where she from, because as really in terms of Jamaica, I was wondering school and all of that, because we don't have a lot of high school girls cricket. So I don't know. It could be maybe it's probably from Excelsior High School, or I don't know, maybe the same school that Stephanie Taylor went to. I don't know.
That's my first time seeing her play, and imagine Ken Holloway out there just raining 6s and 4s.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
Somebody says she can't survive international cricket, but I mean, if the potential is there, she even if she's green at the moment, if the potential is there like that, and she's going toe to toe with these ladies, then I am assuming that she's a young lady. She more than likely she would be able to somebody said
no, she didn't look that young. She didn't look that young.
She's 28, 29.
Yeah, she didn't look that young. But the only asterisk I could say behind that innings is that the bowling was poor. The bowling was really poor.
I think it's the first time I'm hearing of this female. Hopefully we'll see some of her in the CPL. The CPL is coming up for females in August, so hopefully we'll get a chance to see some of her.
Well, I would expect that. I'd expect that. So after the performance, I don't see how she didn't make it in any of the drafts.
Hopefully. And I mean, it's not a lot of players out there, so if she was able to dominate like that, then more than likely she will. Papa says she played for West Indies already. Tasha. So is an established cricketer then? Probably is an established cricketer that maybe fell off the radar for a little while then.
But that aside, with the test team now moving on, there isn't anything that I would change personally from the team that won. The thing is, the last time we played in St. Lucia, it was against South Africa, if memory serves me right. And that was a spicy pitch. And I remember the spinners having much to do in that game.
Yeah, we could. Was it that test match that we did make? Was it that series that we did make anything over 250? I think.
Yes. The only thing is, you remember in the second game, Maharaj had a hat trick.
So yeah, I think someone that was a game that Naki and those guys were sending it down.
Yeah, that's when they knock in Kumabana out. I think it was Naki. And Kumabana went to pull a ball or a hook and missed it completely, and Naki give back concussion. So they probably might reconsider the option of a spinner, but same team, if you ask me, same team, nothing changes.
Yeah, definitely. I would go with the same team as I was saying. I would have to see something drastic on the pitch when I go there and say, all right, change. But definitely giving the same guys an opportunity. Richard, so what are your thoughts on touring teams not having much preparation time? New Zealand suffered versus England and maybe Bangladesh too. Does this demand test a bit? You say that the cricketers are playing so much cricket these days that sometimes, quite a few of the players that are supposed to take part in Test cricket, you will have them just coming in from a T20 series or from an ODI series. So it's not like you can go there to the country that you're going to play in and camp out for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks before, plus budget and all of that. But I think New Zealand just ran up into an England team that is going through a process and they are confident. You understand? Bangladesh now they just run up into roach. I am always for teams going to wherever they are traveling to. I am always for teams going there and getting used to the conditions and all of that. But you won't be able to master the condition and things. Yeah, Chase made 250.
My take on that, Lennox, is that that is the nature of cricket in these days. And I don't think Bangladesh was hurt or harmed by not having as many warm-up games. Because this is the norm when Bangladesh comes to the region. They didn't do nothing outside of what they've always done. And the New Zealand team that Richard is mentioning, New Zealand been having some slip-ups because not
even Williamson in form.
Bangladesh beat them at home recently, and nobody beats New Zealand at home. South Africa beat them at home recently. So there's been a few chinks in New Zealand armor before they ran into England. They definitely ran into a shocking England team. So I don't think it's because they're not having enough tour games and games against board 11s and county games. I don't think that's the issue.
Yeah. Hold on. Sheldon is saying, do you think that the captain underbowling the spinners? I'm not sure if you're talking about the test team. We're talking about test right now, but in my opinion, there wasn't really much of a time to bowl Moti. Otherwise from when he got bowling in this game. It was his first game. And he got a chance to bowl. The seamers were doing the job. So I'm not sure if he's talking about the ODI or the test team. It couldn't be the test team because what we saw yesterday and the day before, there wasn't any other time to bowl Moti based on what Roach and Seals and Joseph and Mears were doing. So we'd have to give it some more time and see how it goes. I think Sachin is on. You're able to hear us, Sachin?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Sachin,
what's up, man?
You are not allowed to advocate fatigue in the team for the duration of the life.
I didn't hear you.
you're not allowed to advocate for Tayshaun and Chanderpaul to be in the team for the duration of the life. That level of advocacy is bad.
I don't think Tage will be in the team, but as I said, it's gonna be. If he doesn't get into the team, it might be his last shot until he performs again in the regional Super 50. Because now in West Indies, they might just forget about him.
Well, hopefully for for our sake, not. I mean, when Tage just left schooling, I remember I said this before, he was schooling a whole lot of runs. Some double centuries, a whole lot of runs, and then we didn't hear anything for him for a good while. And then I think it was in 2020, I did a video and I was saying that Tayshaun and Chanderpaul and his father, along with some retired cricketers, were here in America playing in the league. Because we know no original cricket was going on, and then he came back, did his thing, and he's back in the team. So in the squad, so hopefully not. We really want him to get an opportunity, but I personally, as I said, I'm going to keep the same team going into the next game.
Yeah, I'm keeping the same team, but I'm contemplating switching Reifer and Myers or switching Reifer and Blackwood, as somebody said.
But I am wondering though, how much of a difference we're going to get from Reifer and Myers. If Reifer comes at 3 or Kyle Myers come at 3, how much of a difference would we get though?
Remember, Myers bats. Well, he has the experience batting in ODI and T20 at the top of the order, and I think he would survive more than Reifer at the top of the order. And Reifer, he could see out and he could bat more with the old ball than the new ball.
At what number did he bat against England? He batted at about number 4 against England in the warm-up game, right?
Who, Reifer?
Yeah, when he had that century against England. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think it was number 4 or number 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Look at that super chat, Lennox.
Hold on now. What's going on here?
Lennox getting rich.
Is this the same Sports to the Bone? Somebody help me pronounce the name. Make sure I don't want to call the wrong name. Is that Keyshawn? Keyshawn or Keyshawn. All right, Keyshawn donating to the chat $20. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. You understand? Donating to the channel, to the growth of the channel. Thank you so much. I say best West Indies commentator YouTube page. Thanks for your passion and consistent updates, and thanks for the donation. Yes, man, thank you. Guys, you need to take a page or a leaf or a book out of Keyshawn's library. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, so yeah, continue, Sachin.
Can I say something with Moti? I would like to see Moti bat at 8 rather than 10 again like yesterday.
So all right, we're going back him in front of Alzarri.
Alzarri and Roach. I think Roach batted ahead of him the other day also.
I mean, Alzarri has been very inconsistent where the batting is concerned, but are we going to overlook his 2 half centuries? I think he has 2 80s or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not
overlooking.
It's not really overlooking it, but I think when Moti come in at number 8, I think he could keep this score going, because look at he made 23 of 21, and then he was trapped at the other end when Seals went to sweep and got LBW. I think him and Blackwood could have went on and made at least a 5th partnership.
Sachin.
Yes, sir.
You know what I would say to that? If Moti wants to bat there, he needs to earn it. This is his first test. That 23 was well done. Give us some more and justify you going there. Those other guys already showed that they are competent. Show us now that they are more competent.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little difficult to dislodge Kemar Roach and Alzarri. I mean, Alzarri fancies himself as a bowling all-rounder these days, but he's not really firing as much as we would want. But as Marlon said, these guys, they would have, especially Roach, would have done quite a few
things to show. Roach basically won us that test match in Pakistan.
Yeah, and I know we are going to be remembering that century that Moti made just the other day, and it looks as if he's in good batting form, but it's going to be a little technical, difficult to dislodge those two.
Okay, I'm now looking past this test series, but we got T20 and ODI coming up. What are we gonna do there? Because Bangladesh, looking in their previous series, they're strong in ODI and T20.
Well, can we find a squad? Can we find a squad? That is the thing. Or can we find a strong squad?
That's the thing. Do they choose one squad for both ODI and T20, or do they choose one squad for ODI, one squad for T20?
I think it's going to be the same squad, similar to what they did in Pakistan. Well, I don't know because the IPL is finished now, so they might change it up a little bit.
So that
means two changes. Two changes. McCoy and Allen must get into the squad now. If they don't get in, something wrong.
God almighty. But something is wrong with CWI.
But Mackay is playing in England.
He's playing in the Vitality Blast. I'm not sure when that is going to finish.
McCoy, I was watching the game the other day, and McCoy ran in and took, I would say, exceptional catch from long on the other day I was watching. I mean, I want to see Allen in place of Walsh. I need Obed back in the team. I'm hoping Lewis returns. And by a long shot, I hope Hetty returns.
Yeah, those three names that you called just now, those guys should be in the team. Those guys should be in the team.
If they're still resting Jason Holder, I hope Kimo still gets a chance, because Kimo didn't do too bad in that last ODI.
Especially in the ODI, I definitely, it was really impressive. It was really impressive looking at him, because he got that late call up. He got that late call up, and to turn up and to really bowl and contain. It was good. It was definitely good.
Yeah, I think he did pretty well against Pakistan.
I wanted to keep Marlon also.
Hold on, go again, Marlon.
No, I said I would like to see Kimo Paul in the team. Yeah, I set up also.
Yeah. Yeah, I've contract, man. Most of contract.
Oh yeah, and
yeah.
Those three ODIs that's gonna play in Guyana. I'm going to I'll be there for two of them, and hopefully Hetty plays. Yeah.
You mean?
Hopefully Hetty plays, and because I know he scored 100 in Providence against Bangladesh in ODI.
Yeah. Why? One thing I can tell you. Hopefully when you turn up on the day, they perform. Hopefully they perform. Hopefully they perform.
Well,
Hopefully they perform. Repeat, Marlon.
I think Bangladesh has a better ODI team than us. So if none of the series is interesting, that should be interesting, because I think you're better than us.
Definitely. Yeah.
So Ronaldo, I got a question. What are you gonna do with Puran for his 6 times that he got out? 3 times against one bowler in Netherlands, and 3 times in Pakistan.
Yeah, he got out to the same point. But we can't drop Puran. Puran is a frontline spinner in the white ball team now.
And the captain.
No, but in all honesty, still, I wouldn't. It wasn't really nice, especially based on the situation how Paul got up. But I am happy to have him back, and we definitely don't want him going anywhere right now. We don't really want him going anywhere. Especially seeing that they work there. Well, I know they're trying to work on Romari Shepherd as a death bowler. And Romari Shepherd. Hold on. I know they are working on Romari Shepherd based on his variation for death bowling and his ability to hit. So if Kimo Paul is able to regain his batting form. We know his variation is good where the ball is concerned, so he might just dislodge Romario Shepherd in for the role right
I
there.
I just dislike the fact, and I just dislike even hearing Romario bowling in the death overs. Romario, he bowls those 3 test matches not 3 test matches, 3 ODIs that he played. He went the first one. He went I think at 4.5 in the middle overs. He went at 4.6 in the second match. In the third match, he went at 3. But yet Pooran keep on didn't bowl him then, and bowled him in the death. But right. I think he should be dropped. I think
take my checking as me here. I saw look. Yeah. Yeah, continue.
Now, I was saying Romario bowls in the 3 ODIs that he played against Pakistan. He went 4.1 in the middle overs, 4.6 in the second match in the middle overs, and 3 runs and over in the middle overs in the third match. But in the death overs, he went for 15, 16.
I think he was trying too much in the death over, man. I think that was the issue. He was trying way too much things in the death over.
So wait, somebody just brought up a good point. Are we just tossing Cottrell in the trash can?
Well, let me see. Where is
it? Cottrell is being reserved for T20 only, I think.
So,
but we didn't even hear anything from him in the T20 the other day. So I'm not sure what's happening with him. No supernova.
Did he play against India?
Good. Against who? India in the India series? No, I doubt it. India, hold on. I can't remember. No, I can't remember when is the last time I actually saw him.
Was it Ireland?
No, home series against England.
No, he didn't play in that series.
Yes, he was in the T20 side.
Against England?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't do badly either.
So what are we doing now? We're wondering what's happening with him. So would we like to see a Cottrell McCoy partnership in this Bangladesh series coming up?
Easy.
T20. No.
Left arm pace, kill them with face.
Joseph Cottrell McCoy.
Joseph. And that is for the ODI also.
I don't think they'll play Cottrell in ODI, so I'll say Seals, Joseph McCoy in ODI.
So we're going to continue trying to experiment with Seals in the ODI, right?
I mean, he didn't do that bad. It's just
definitely.
I personally, next, I don't even want to say next year. As of now, what I want to see in my ODI team is where bowling is concerned is Alzarri and Jaden Seals working together and developing a partnership. That is what I want to see. So I know he didn't set the world alight when he got the opportunity the other day, but those are the 2 guys that I am really working with right now. So I want them to grow together, Jaden Seals and Alzarri.
Another thing that would help Seals now, he'll be at home this time rather than away in white ball games. So it should be better this time around.
Really?
Should be.
Somebody, Ronaldo said Pooran should be dropped down the order. I agree. Sachin Pooran, poor run of form is a concern, but Kemo's dismissal would get to the coach. I agree. I agree, Ronaldo. We spoke about the dismissal and the time in which it happened, but I looking at what we think he's going to bring with the ball once again. I'm going to put up with it for now. I definitely going to put up with that shot for now. Because I can't see him. It's not that I want to throw Romario Shepherd under the bus, but I've always seen Kemo Paul as a bowler that is way more skillful than Romario Shepherd. It's just that if he's going to play that role, then he's going to have to hit those those 30s and high 20s that Romario tends to hit for us in the last 2 or 3 overs of each T20 game. So that is the only thing that we are worried about.
Do you guys think Pooran is batting at 4 because Hetty isn't there to bat at 4? Because we know Hetty bats at 4, Pooran bats at 5.
Thank you. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, that is the ideal thing. That is the ideal thing in the ODI team.
So, all these guys, I got one more question. Are these guys calling for Myers to open in ODI? When Lewis returns, what are we gonna do then?
I think they're calling for Kyle Mayers to open while Evan Lewis is out. Well, in my opinion, it wouldn't be a debate whether between Kyle Mayers and Evan Lewis. You know, it's him opening until Evan Lewis is back, in my opinion.
So it's basically gonna be Hope, Lewis, Brooks, Hetmeyer, Pooran, if everybody is there.
Yeah, that sounds like a better batting lineup to me. That's the only reason. You guys know who I like. I can't take the ready-make openers in 50 over cricket. They're not going bat long enough, in my opinion. They're not going bat long enough. You can try it in T10 and T20, but 50 over too long for them. ODI. So once Lewis is back.
Somebody just asked when Hetty returns, what will happen to Carty, because they still trust Powell a lot.
It's real tough, and this is where Powell is going to have to be consistent with his scoring, because he's no longer playing as an all-rounder. He's playing as an out-and-out batsman, and I really like Casey Carty. I really like him, you know, as a batsman. I'm hoping that we will see more of him in ODI and hopefully eventually in Test cricket. But as you said, I don't know because, you know, it's Powell is definitely there still. He's definitely there still. So I'm not sure. Somebody say, and Odin Smith. What do we play Odin Smith as our one of the out and out pace bowler who we expect to hit some sixes for us, or what?
I think Odin could play
Put
more
him over
T20.
Shepherd.
Odin could play more T20 than ODI. Because he's fast enough. But he's also as expensive as Shepherd.
But still, I would like Odin over Shepherd.
But if Kimo keeps working on his ball and his batting, Kimo might jump ahead of both of them.
Yeah, the batting is what I am worried about. There are two things I'm worried about with Kimo Paul. His injury record, and I'm wondering if his batting is going to come back along. You know, usually he finds it with his bowling, but I'm worried about his injury record and his batting. He's extremely talented. I remember when he just burst on the scene, and I mean, he has been around for a while. He has played a lot of cricket, and he's still young. Is he about 23, 24?
Yeah, he was 24, 23.
Yeah,
he's about 25, 26, same age as those.
No, man, that man is not 26, man. That man not 26. I think the oldest Kimo Paul. I think the oldest Kimo Paul could be is about 24. I think. He has been around for a while, but injury is not really kind to him at all.
Kimo is one of our only T20 bowler that got a 5-fer, right?
I think so.
Didn't he get a 5-fer against Bangladesh or something like that? 5 for 24 or something like that.
I think I can remember Ian Bishop talking about something like that the other day when was it Ian Bishop, one of the commentators? Yes, it was Ian. Yeah, see, somebody confirm he's about 24. He's not that old. But my problem is if we look, we still want to question that. If we're looking, my thing is this: if we're looking around the world though, and we're looking for cricketers that are going to go on to play for 8, 9, 10 years for us at 24, 25, more often than not, they are already established and in the team. And I understand that our development system is a little bit different, and that is why we are behind. So usually we have some of our talented cricketers that we would have seen at the under 19 level finally coming through at age 24, 25, 26, you know, and for other teams, they would have already been established. So, you know, hopefully with Kemah Park coming back in, the injury, we won't really have any major injury or anything, and his game will continue to keep on.
The most thing I was surprised about was when he clicked like in the 140s against Pakistan. I think his fastest was 143 or something like that.
He bowled 143?
Yep. I think it was against it was that ball that Akil Hussain ran back and take that catch.
I remember the catch. I don't remember the speed of the delivery. That's pretty good then.
Hold on. High 130s.
Yeah.
Low 140s.
Hold on. It's those trolling. Any chance O'Shane get a T20 game?
Instant block and delete that message there.
O'Shane, you see, O'Shane have to work on his fitness, and persons hear me call out O'Shane more often than any others, And my reason for doing so is because I would have seen this young man with my own two eyes. I remember going to Sabina Park, right? And I think maybe in 2020 or so when we were talking about the initial fitness issue, quite a few guys, even I think Ronaldo said that he had gone to Sabina Park and seen him. And I remember the first game, I think Chris Gayle was playing for St. Kitts, if I'm not mistaken. And it was O'Shane Thomas that had him squared up all over the place until, he got Gayle out a couple of times. And I was like, who is this guy? Because in all honesty, I didn't really know of him. I didn't really know of him. You understand? And to see what has happened since. And I know some persons are going to say, oh, remember he met in an accident, and since then he has gained a lot of weight and this. But the accident that he met in, let me leave that topic alone, because
true. But that should not be an excuse. Pooran had an accident.
At age 17, when Pooran came on the scene his body type is different and all of that, so I can understand recovery is going to be a little bit different. At age 17, when Pooran came on the scene and started dominating and then, did this thing in the CPL, I think he broke both legs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And came back, but everybody's body type is different and all of that. But what we need to understand is, if we are going to take up if we are looking to be professional athletes, we have to be disciplined with our diet also. We have to be extremely disciplined.
Devon Thomas as well had an accident as well. Put him out of cricket for a whole year.
Yeah, we have to be disciplined. When it comes on to we can love our food and thing, but we have to be disciplined. We can't make it ruin our career.
For the ODI and T20 squads that might be coming out, all of a sudden, Hetty could come out for maternity leave, but he'll be unfit, and Lewis will be sick or something.
Listen.
It's touchy.
Before you even touch it, let's this publicly now. I don't care who Guyanese comes for me or what not, but I am very, very upset and disappointed with Shimon Hetmyer. This young man has so much potential and so on, and he wants to be like the best batsman in the next 10 years and so. But what I don't get with him, he doesn't take his batting seriously, to me, when he's in West Indies colours. You can see little glimpse of it in the IPL and so on, but you still don't see his full potential. Another thing too, when he gets to meet up with Rishabh Pant and Shubman Gill and so on, he's up there talking with them, and they are miles ahead of him already in international career.
So you said we need to see more growth and more maturity, but
yeah,
is it a case though where we need to make sure that he gets a steady run in the team for us to see growth and maturity, or he's not doing enough to get that steady run?
Lennox, no one cares about Hetty getting a steady run. They only care about him scoring runs, and if he don't score runs, he needs to be out of the team.
No, but they can't do that. They're not supposed to do that. That's not how cricket works. and you see, I'm not going to say that's not how cricket works, because I see these guys do that leading up to the World Cup and throughout the World Cup with people that not even should even be there. But if according to them, according to them, when he's not there, they miss him and all of that. But I don't know. I don't know.
That's them telling the camera what the camera wants to hear, as people like to say.
Yeah, but we can't let this talent get just go down the drain like that. I mean, if he's not doing enough on his part, but I find it. You see, as I said, I'm no fitness expert or anything, but I always, and this is a topic that we can always debate, but I always find it strange how when I watch the game with my two eyes and know what players are supposed to be doing on the field, this man is moving equally or better than majority of those who are always passing the fitness test, and yet still, you see,
boundary field in between the wickets.
Boy, I don't know, you know. That's why I don't know, yeah, man. I don't know, Star, because this is something that I have always spoken about. I see this man moving up and down on the field, but way more intense than other guys, and the other people keep on making the team even when they're not making any runs. I don't know where they get them foolishness from. Thanks for the cricket coverage, Sports to the Bone. Yeah, King, no problem. Cricket is life, as they say, until the Premier League comes back.
Lewis is, I mean, I don't.
Lewis is the next story. Lewis is the next story now.
I could pick 11 players that Westmeath say unfit and have them pick 11 players, and the 11 players that are unfit could be their 11 fit players.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bravo, why was my first question, even if it's in the reserve, why was Bravo at the T20 World Cup?
Remember, boy, I preached about that so much until
Darren Bravo, right?
Yeah, man, has to be.
Okay.
Has to be.
Not
I preached about that so much until I don't even want to go back down that road again. All right, Keshan, yeah, man. Thanks for the support. Yeah. You see, when it comes on to West Indies cricket, I can understand a lot of things that they do at all. I can understand at all. Because I don't want people to think that I am behaving as if I am an expert. I always like to tell people I'm no expert where fitness is concerned, but
you see,
it's strange. It's strange.
People think it's only Hetmaya get mad when doesn't get picked and he's performing outside, right? If you don't pick these players, at least give a reason why they're not picked. Every other team, when they drop a player, they give a reason. Like Fabian Allen and Sheldon Cottrell, they drop them, but we don't even know where they are.
Yeah, remember these are the same guys that remember these are the same guys, where I think it could have been in 2018-19 when Evan Lewis was a leading run scorer in the ODI team. Man, them drop the man and say he wasn't fit. They drop him and say he wasn't fit. I think a lot of the times when we have issue with players, this is something that this is a card that we like to use.
Fabian Allen can give us. Look at Sheldon coming.
Where's Sheldon? Sheldon just came on the live, and by the time I was about to ask him to speak, he's off. Bravo was there as a batter against Spin, but remember, Bravo didn't do anything leading up to the tournament, and Rutherford and all of them guys should have been there as reserve players, and they didn't get a chance. So I don't understand, Star. Hold on. Sports to the Bone doesn't even realize how many 9,000 is. Someone somewhere is watching. That's all you have to know. I don't know, Star. I don't know if they're watching, but they are the so-called experts,
Let me say something here.
Yeah.
Do you guys see a possibility of John Campbell making back the ODI or any white ball teams?
John Campbell.
Because I'm seeing this kind of a setup for the ODI World Cup. You have Lewis and Campbell with Hope at number 3.
What?
Yeah, listen, just listen. Or Lewis and Hope and Campbell come at 3 for the World Cup, ODI World Cup.
I mean, I was looking at Campbell's stats here. He averages 49.
Yeah, let me say, where ODI cricket is concerned, you know, I don't think Campbell was given a fair chance. A fair chance. Where his test career is concerned, I always bash him, right? Because of the way how he gets out all the time. But where ODI cricket is concerned, this is where I can back him. You know, in my opinion, he wasn't really given a fair chance. But why would you want to take a man that is averaging in the 50s, the best batsman in the ODI team, and take him out of his comfort zone and bat him at number 3 in Shai Hope?
It was just an idea.
Suggestion.
A suggestion, really, yeah.
In order to try and get in John Campbell averaging at 49 to come in and play a role, right? I can understand the reasoning. I can understand the reasoning, you know, behind that.
To maximize the power play.
But Mr. Love, I got a question. If Campbell, I mean, I don't have a problem with him. I want to see him in the white ball team. But who does he replace or who does he take the place at? Because Brooks is doing good. If Hetty returns, Hetty's batting at 4, Pooran batting at 5.
I have never seen him bat down the middle. Remember, Brandon King is there also, I think.
In that case, we play 6 batsmen, 1 all-rounder, 4 bowlers, because, you know, Hope is the keeper, unless Pooran keeps.
No, man, we can't put Pooran to keep. Pooran going to be bowling 10 overs. So Hope is going to have to keep.
But another thing, wait. Another thing too, Jeffrey Dujan was also saying he find it very hard on Shai Hope to open to keep.
I was just about to say that.
Hence why I have the idea of bringing John Campbell.
I was just about to bring that point up where you know what Jeffrey Dujan was saying.
So I just got one more question about him, about Mr. Lover playing Campbell and the 6 batsmen. Who are you batting where?
Pooran will have to drop to 6.
Hetty at 5 and Campbell at 4? Or Brooks at 4, Campbell at 3?
Yeah.
Hold on, so we're dropping Pooran all the way down to number 6?
And Hetty to 5.
Pooran isn't in no good form at the moment. To me, honestly, he plays.
No, but we are talking about the ideal team. Remember these guys that we are trying to get in. Campbell and those guys are not even in the squad, so we are talking about the ideal team and the ideal positions.
In my ideal team, I have Lewis, Campbell, Hope, then Hetmeyer, and probably start Brooks or King. I don't even know if Brooks is going to play ODI World Cup or if they're going to keep King in the team as well. But
where's Powell? Where's Powell?
Powell will have to fit in the all-rounder category.
But Powell doesn't bowl. Powell is a batsman. Powell is a specialist batsman. Powell doesn't bowl.
No. Once an all-rounder, always an all-rounder. Unless he outperforming the batsman in the top 3, keep him as an all-rounder.
No, that's what I'm telling you. They use him. He's been selected or he's been picked as a specialist batsman in every team that he's played now. Whether it is PSL, IPL, West Indies cricket, I wasn't joking, you know, he's been picked as a specialist batsman. He doesn't. So how would we work that?
Well, it's a hard cut out, but still, at the end of the day, we have to try bat out 50 overs. That's all I want.
All right. I think, Sheldon, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. What say you now?
Well, remember one thing. Myers has to play because he is the 6th bowler. Right? So, and Holder has to play because he's the all-rounder. And he is going to be at 7. Right? So, unless you, so that Myers have to fit in somewhere in the top 6. Right? so that if Hetty is batting at 4 and Puran is batting at 5, then Myers is going to have to probably bat at 6 or 3. If you're batting Brooks at 3,
Brooks can bat at 3.
Well, then, unfortunately, Powell will have to sit and come in the T20 side because you cannot go to a 50 over tournament or whatever with 5 bowlers. Because if on any day one of them expensive, then you have to think, because Hetty do bowl, Lewis do bowl.
Just 1 second. Remember, Puran said he's gonna keep on bowling, right? So think about that also.
Puran is going to keep on bowling, right? Because Puran is confident. But here's what. Puran may be able to get away with 4 or 5 overs on a given day, but on other days, he's going to go at 8 runs and over. Imagine Puran meeting somebody like Butler when Butler in a bad mood.
Puran is going to be fixed real soon, so we don't have to think about him as an option. They're going to fix him real soon, and if he continues like that, he's going to be fixed real soon.
So basically, from what Sheldon is saying, is it gonna be Lewis, Hope, Brooks, Hetty, Puran, Myers?
Yeah, that's what he's saying, Sachin.
Yeah. Myers, Holder, then you're going to go with Hossain, Joseph, Seals, and I don't know who we're picking as the last bowler.
McCoy gotta be there for dead bowling. We don't have anybody to bowl in the death other than Jason Holder.
That's in the T20, but what about the ODI? Because I'm not convinced that McCoy could bowl 10 overs as yet.
That is the thing, I really want to see McCoy in the ODI team, but I am a little bit worried about the 10 overs. Because if we bring him in the team, we're selecting him with the mindset that he's going to be bowling 10 as an out and out bowler. But I am a bit worried about him.
Let's just say if they're gonna continue with Chemo, let's just say Chemo does good building up to the World Cup. Do you think they're gonna play that 2 all-rounders and bowl 3 bowlers?
That's probably going to be too much. So we'd have Chemo.
We know we'll get 10 out of Holder and 10 out of the 3 bowlers.
Yeah, we're going to get 5 from Kyle Mayers and
probably 5 from Chemo.
Yeah, probably. Let me see.
Chemo Paul could be possibly played as your 4th bowler. Well, your 5th bowler basically, because Holder is going to play as a bowler, Hossain is going to play as a bowler, Seals and Joseph. Right, that's 4. Now you could possibly play Paul, right,
and share him 5 overs with Myers.
Next bowler, and Myers as your 6th bowler. Right, because you really need 5.5, because you really want, in an ideal situation, 3 bowlers bowling 10 overs, which could be Hossain, Seals and Azari Joseph, and the next 3 bowlers sharing the next 20 overs, which could be Holder,
Chemo and Myers.
Chemo and Myers, right? Now, the day that Holder doing well, then he might bowl a full 10, and then you share the next 10 between Chemo and Myers. Right? Because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I don't think we have the quality bowling to go with 5 bowlers only.
Where's this World Cup playing? This ODI World Cup?
We're going to be in Australia. We're going to be in Australia.
Okay, so it's all pace.
Wait. So
Australia. The T20 World Cup is in
No, the T20 is in Australia. The 50 over, I think, is going to be in India, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think that isn't it T20 India, ODI Australia, or is it the other way around?
No, it's the other way around.
I think it's the other way around. I think ODI India and T20 Australia.
I think so.
So does India require 2 spinners or 1? In this condition.
Why? We're going to find our next spinner.
There's
Puran.
Why?
Both 10. There's Moti. If we want to include Moti, there's Walsh. They like Walsh.
No, I can't. I'm tired of the Walsh. I'm telling you the truth. No, I prefer. No, I prefer.
Spin bowler.
I am more looking at Akeal Hosein and Moti giving it a go. It's really difficult watching a leg spinner not being threatening any at all. I can't. It's really hard to watch.
Let me ask a big question here, gentlemen. Does anybody actually listen to the coach?
What do you mean? As in the interviews?
No, I'm talking about the players. Because clearly, the coach has a particular plan. Early in the innings, the plan works. Later in the innings, people that just either go mad, get carried away or something.
No, but what if the plan finish at? What if the plan stopped working? Stop working. That's where you see people start improvising, like Puran bowling 10 overs.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Because nobody could convince me that Shepherd, for instance, cannot bowl the death overs. Right? The only thing is, when Shepherd comes on to bowl in the early overs, Shepherd bowling nice line and length and so on, keeping it tight and so on. As soon as the death overs come,
experiment.
He decides that he's probably a Rabada or a
Dwayne Bravo,
and he starts one set of variations and a number of different things which he's not capable of.
But
and then he goes for runs.
Let me play devil advocate here no Australian. Would it be a case because in the death over the batsmen tend to start moving all over the crease? When he comes on in the middle over, batsmen are steady looking to pierce the gap, looking to hit the ball on the ground and pierce gap and all of that. But in the death over, batsmen are, taking, say, for example, a middle stump guard. When the batsman is in his run up, they are stepping back to leg, stepping to half. Could that be a factor?
Well, you have to cater for that once you're bowling up death. Now, if you listen to Dwayne Bravo, for instance, who is a world-class dead bowler, he say here's one. You have to bowl your best ball. If you get hit for 6 or whatever, you say well done to the batsman.
Yep.
Right? But you bowl your best ball. I am not seeing Shepherd and them bowling the best balls. Right? Because for me, Shepherd can be a death overs bowler, especially in T20. He can.
Yeah, he has the variations. He tries with the variations. Is it that even all right? Let me just say this: when Dwayne Bravo just started, and was bowling a lot of variations, I can remember. Well, I didn't have this platform then, but I could always remember hearing my friends always saying, he's a run scarred. He's always getting hit. But at that time, he was developing all of those skills. So is it a case where Romaro Shepherd knows all of these variations, but he hasn't mastered them as yet? Is that the case?
Well, it could be the case, but you see, the next thing is that we as West Indian fans, we're not very patient. We don't give things long enough to develop. Right? Now, for instance, Pollard might not be people's favorite captain and so on. But Pollard had no problem bowling a man who just went for runs. And if you listen to Holder, for instance, Holder credit Pollard with his development as a death overs bowler. Because remember, Holder was going for a lot of runs when he first started bowling death overs. But they persisted with him, they kept bowling him, and now Holder taking 4 wickets in the last over and all kind of things.
Yeah, Holder is a top man now.
Right, because now we could have sideline Holder when De Villiers had taken him apart. Remember when De Villiers take him apart? He had bowled his first 5 overs for very little runs and then end up after 10 overs having 100 runs against him. I don't know if you remember when AB De Villiers take him apart when AB.
I don't remember if it was De Villiers, but I remember Holder going for some runs at one point in time.
Yeah,
I don't remember exactly who it was.
Came on probably in the 35th over or something like that and score 100. Yeah.
You see,
develop so that I am that Shepherd can develop to that same extent. No, but he has to want to. The captain has to be fearless in terms of saying, hey, here's what. You could do it. Now, the coach has said that Shepherd can be a death overs bowler. So the coach has some faith in him.
You see,
now, Simmons himself was a very good ODI bowler, right?
Yep. You see, the thing, finish.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, the thing though, I just mentioned that Dwayne Bravo spent a good time honing his craft and doing all of that and thing, And sometimes he used to get pummeled. But one of the main reasons why we didn't really have a lot of light on him that much is that we had 8 overs that were only giving away probably about 35 to 40 runs between Sunil Narine and Samuel Badri. So, Bravo had time to really play around. At that time, Pollard used to bowl his 3-4 overs also and used to not go for much. I don't know why in the latter part Pollard, well, maybe it was his knee, decided to stop bowl. But Bravo got a chance to develop all of that through, playing while Sunil Narine, Samuel Badri and those guys were bowling 8 overs together and keeping it tight. So the light is definitely going to be more on these Romaro Shepherd and these guys more now because, there's not much other bowlers there that are going to be keeping it tight. So when you have other bowlers going at 7-8 runs per over and then Shepherd come on and going at, 11, 12, it's definitely going to look bad. But as I said, it takes time. Those sort of skills to develop those skills, it really takes a lot of time.
I agree with Sheldon that yes, Shepard could be a death over bowler, but when I look at Shepard, I see Sheldon Cottrell in T20. Cottrell with a new ball, you could barely touch him. Give Cottrell the worn out ball, he goes for runs. I give him in the death, he goes for runs. Like Shepard, I think he could bowl at least eight overs in the middle, and then you could give him the 2 at the end. But he needs to bowl most of his over in the middle overs.
Try to contain.
Yeah.
But you see, Sachin, the problem is, right? Okay, if Shepard cannot bowl at the death, then he will not be picked. That's the thing.
Alzarri Joseph.
But one player can bowl at the death only.
You need 2 bowlers to bowl at the death because you have to bowl from both ends.
Yeah, Akil Hussain going to bowl out more often than not before we reach right down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, so it's going to be between, it's always going to be between probably Alzarri and Romari Shepard, or who else we have? I don't know.
When Holder returns, I think it should be
Alzarri. Yeah, once Holder is there, Holder will bowl a couple.
I think it should be Alzarri and Holder as the dead bowler, because people saying that Obed doesn't look fit enough to bowl 10 overs. So
you see, this is my thing with the Obed McCoy issue. He plays a lot of T20 cricket and the games are just a day apart. I know it's only 4 overs. I know it's only 4 overs per game for him. But he plays a lot of T20 cricket back to back, and he's more often than not bowling out his 4 overs. So I don't know. I don't know if it'd be too much to ask. Well, you'll probably be putting the team under too much pressure if you pick him as an out-and-out bowler and then decide to bowl him for 4 overs up front, then bring him back for 3, and then rest him and then bring back him to close off. I don't know if that would be putting the team under too much pressure, because looking at the amount of T20 that he's playing in quick succession, his body seems to be holding up. I know that running in and bowling 10 overs is totally different from bowling 4 overs today, getting a night rest, going back tomorrow and all of that. But I'm just thinking, I don't know. We always find a way not to have all our best players in the team. So whether by choice or by injury or by fitness, it's always a issue of us not having all our top players in the team together. I don't know why. And anybody can tell me what is the situation with Fabian Allen? He's not in the vitality blast that is going on. Sports about it seems that Sussex dropped him because he's bowling for them. He was pretty good for them. Yeah. Anybody know what's happening with Fabian Allen?
He come back from injury yet?
Long time.
I think so. I think he had COVID at one time. That's okay.
Yeah, but wasn't he injured for the World Cup? Did he come back after that and play for the West Indies?
He came back after that and played England series.
Yeah, remember, he was even fit over there in the IPL, and I just didn't really get any game. He was fit. So I'm just not sure what's happening with him as it relates to his situation.
This is what I believe is going on with this situation. They have invested a lot in Akil Hussain as the main left-arm spinner. So unless Allen can work on his batting and get into that team, he won't get in that easy.
No, but we always need 2 spinners. And I mean, well, sometimes we need 2 spinners. I can understand having 2 left-arm spinners sometimes might be a little bit tricky, but I am not, as I said, I'm not knocking Hayden Walsh, but it's really difficult to watch a leg spinner not even going up for an appeal throughout the game. It's hard to watch, man. You watch a leg spinner bowling and not even giving the bat, not even hitting the pad. It's difficult to watch. And I know Fabian Allen is not a big spinner of the ball or anything, but I'm just looking for option. I'm looking for option. God. So what we're going to play Rastan Chase as an out and out spinner because once Rastan Chase is in the team, for some reason they always think that Rastan Chase need to bat at number 3 or 4. So are we going to counter our losses where his batting is concerned if we play him as a spinner and bat him at 7-8?
Yep, that's where he belongs to bat and bowl.
I don't know, Star. I don't know where he is.
Chase is number. Right? Now, as far as Walsh is concerned, Walsh could be a good bowler, but again, Walsh had to stop tossing up the ball. He's ineffective when he tosses up the ball. Every time he tosses up the ball in the Pakistan series, he got hit for a boundary. Yet he keep tossing up the ball. When he was bowling the other deliveries, he was quite effective. So again, that's why I keep asking, does anybody listen to the coach? Walsh supposed to bowl the kind of line and length that Samuel Badri used to bowl.
No, but that
Samuel Badri was no big deal.
No, that Samuel Badri went in and bowled wicket to wicket, but he was way more skillful. He had way more control and all of that.
But that is what Hayden Walsh Jr. had to strive for.
He has no control.
A slight variation, boom. The batsman miss, you hit, bam. If men want to take you on, they do it at their own risk. But then again,
can't he bowl the slider? He can't allow the ball to slide on. What's the issue with him and just tossing up the ball like that and letting the ball going through with the arm?
Well, he liked to toss up the ball, and you see the thing is, right? With him, anytime he bowling nice and tight, I don't know if he just get carried away in his mind. He decide to toss up one, he either get hit for 4 or 6. Boop.
He has always been like that. At least two of Aiden Walsh deliveries. Even when he was bowling good against Australia and Sri Lanka and those teams and taking a lot of wickets, he has always been like that. 1 or 2 of his deliveries from each, 1 or 2 from each over is going through the ball and the man bat. He's always doing them sort of madness. I don't know, brother.
And the thing that helped Badri a lot, right, is that at that time, the West Indies had world-class fields money.
Yep.
Right?
That time
because Bravo,
Russell Pollard, all of them were firing. Simmons.
Patrolling the boundary. You understand? You ain't hitting nothing in the air.
Yeah, we had all of those guys.
You might as well turn and walk back to the pavilion because you're out. But now men dropping all kind of catch all about the place and so on.
Yeah, does Odin play 50 over? We don't really see Odin in 50 overs. It's usually Romario Shepherd that gets in over him. So it's wait and see as it relates to this white ball series that is coming up. But we're gonna be closing short now, guys. We're gonna be wrapping it up. The next test match coming up, Sheldon. I think most persons I think Marlon and I said I wasn't going to change anybody. I think Sachin says going with the same team. And I think Mr. Lover probably going to leave out Moti and go with Devon Thomas because of, he's saying that the pitch might not turn. You're making any changes for the second and final test match there, Sheldon?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't see the captain bowling Moti much. So I drop in Muti.
And who you playing? A pace or a batsman?
I'm resting Muti. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm bringing in Tage to get his feet wet. I'm moving Rifa down the order, and he will have to do some bowling. So that I taking away his batsman duty to let him concentrate on being a ball all-rounder. Right? And I'll let him Tage open, and I drop in Campbell down to 3.
After getting a half century, you're going to move him after finally settling and getting a half century?
Yes, and let me tell you why. I'm moving Campbell so that the intention is that Tage and Brathwaite put on probably a good opening partnership. So
you know what, 3 days?
When
in 3 or 4 days, in 3 or 4 days time.
No, Chandra Paul could bat quick, no? He could bat quick. But
remember it's his debut, you know. Remember it's his debut. We know he has the ability to change the gear, but on his debut, we're going to put him in and ask him to play to go on the front foot.
Yes. See, here was the issue. We just mix up roles in this cricket. Now, when Tage is batting for Guyana, for instance, right? He has to anchor because he is the anchor. If Tage doesn't anchor for Guyana, Guyana likely to get bowled out very quick. Now, Tage would not have to anchor the West Indies because Brathwaite is already anchoring. So his job will be to probably score at around 3 to 4 runs, 3 to 3.5 runs per over.
So, right? So coming in as a debutant at the top, you think he would be able to do that better than Campbell, scoring at that rate?
But I'm smiling to let him back in.
Hold on, I'm not seeing him. Oh, yes. Yes. Sheldon, continue.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, I want Campbell to be able to bat freely. We see how productive he is when he batted freely at the latter part of yesterday and the early part of this morning. His mind was free. He played some nice shots and so on. In my opinion, he cannot do that if he's batting, if he's opening the batting. Right? So I'm batting him at 3. I put in Tage to soak up some of that pressure.
It's pretty interesting. I listen to your reasoning and your rationale behind it. You know, I hear you. I hear it. It's a little bit rough shaking it up after he got that start at the top there. I definitely want to see Tage get a chance, you know, but after Campbell getting that century there, it's going to be a little bit rough. But I hear you. I hear you still, Sheldon. I hear you.
Yeah, well, you see, after he get the thing, he has some confidence because remember, if you leave the side as it is, Rifa get 2 rough balls already. So he's going in without confidence. So you have a number 3 going in without confidence. What happens if you lose an early wicket? Then you're likely to be 2 down quickly.
Yeah.
And then Bonner don't have much form right now. So you're likely to be 3 for 25 again. So that you put Tage on top, bam, and you drop Campbell down 1 and say, all right, refer, you go on rest play and thing. Because I can't see the bowling Tage much in not Tage, Mote much in Mote in St. Lucia, so that it makes no sense having him if you're not going to bowl him. If we need to make up overs, single bowl. Braffett and we call that next fella
Blackwood
and Bonner.
All right, I hear you.
I'll say this. I'm not changing the squad for the next test, right? But if we don't debut Tage against, I mean, I hate to say this, but right now they are a weak Bangladesh team. Do we want to go debut him against, say, a Sri Lanka, a Australia, or a South Africa?
Well, the ideal thing is to get him wetting his feet at home against what we call a weak team, you know. But I don't know if I want to get him in there. But you know, let me hear. Marlon, what say you?
Well, I would not change the test squad, like I say. I think there is serious consideration whether or not you maintain the spinner in the team. Because it makes no sense you have a spinner in the lineup if you really don't plan to use him. Especially like Sheldon say, if you have a few guys who could just turn the arm over to give the bowlers a break when you want to somebody change in or something like that. It's something to think about. No, when it comes on to ask a question.
No, I was about to ask as it relates to what Sachin was saying just now. Seeing that Tage is coming off some form out of the regional championship, do we give him a chance to wet his feet against Bangladesh, or how do we do it? Do we allow him to keep waiting or what?
I think he has to keep waiting. Because I would not put Campbell at number 3. And the only way he comes into the team is if you drop John Campbell. So I think it's automatic that he needs to continue to wait. It would be very unfortunate for him to make his debut later on down in the year. But then again, would it be unfortunate, or would it just be a good chance to make your debut against an Australia or South Africa? Because
probably a chance.
New Zealand, I think we have
guys, our next
New Zealand coming here.
Right? We have India.
No, our next test match after this would be
South Africa. No test match against India. So in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say this.
If he get a chance.
He's against one of these big teams. Both of his innings, he gets bolder. He gets out for a low score. We know in West Indian fans, they'll attack him right away.
What I can say, you see, where the selectors are concerned, the fans will do that. But if the selectors really and the coach really looking at the cricket, or they should be looking at
something.
Tage debuting against Bangladesh and getting 70 or 80, and Tage debuting and getting a composed 30 and a composed 35 against South Africa. That innings against South Africa is more likely to keep him in the team than that 1/2 century that he will get against Bangladesh, in my opinion. Because the bowling is going to be way more difficult, and it's probably going to be away from home. So if he bats for a long period of time and is able to score a 30-35 against those bowlers, I think that will. I mean, if he gets a 50 against Bangladesh, it's going to be registered as his first half century in international cricket. But I think the selectors will look at that 30 being more valuable, than that 50. That's how I see it. But as I said, still I wouldn't trouble John Campbell getting his first half century in the Caribbean here. Opening. I wouldn't shift him around. But I hear Sheldon still. Yes, Sachin.
like I said, I'm not changing the squad at all, right? But as you said just now, selectors will value the 35 against a stronger team than the 50 against Bangladesh. But you know these selectors gonna value Campbell 58 more than anything else in the world.
Yeah, that's why I said you're going to have to use a wheelchair to get him out of West Indies cricket. No. When maybe in his 80s or 90s, boy, I'll still play it. Yeah, but it would be really sad for him to, well, we assume he's coming out of regional championship in some form, for him not to get a look in pretty soon, but Brathwaite is not going to get dropped. And as I said, Campbell got that half century, and you and I know that half century will give him at least 4 more innings. 4 more innings batting before they look to change it.
It will carry him to South Africa and probably to Australia.
So let me ask you a question. How is he going? Well, I could ask this for all of the teams. I could ask this for all of the batsmen. How are we going to manage a short pitch bowling against these guys? And we are afraid of the ball.
Listen, Linux, I don't know how West Indian batsmen will turn up against Pat Cummins. Let me be frank. I don't see how a batsman stand up against Pat Cummins. Pat Cummins is miserly and the young man is accurate.
Yep. Since his debut,
I am going to stay up to the game.
Since his debut, and I think that man has the most test wickets and also at the lowest average. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Cummins then Rabada, I think. Though,
yes,
I think so. I think he has the most test wickets, if I'm not mistaken, and the lowest average. With the lowest average, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Also.
Yeah, I think so.
Since his debut,
Cummins is strong, right? But going up against South Africa also, Rabada, Norke, and guy Jensen.
Yeah, that's problem.
Tough also.
Isn't it one of those guys that sent Nkrumah to the hospital the other day?
It was Nokia.
It was Nokia. Hey, relax. I will never forget the look and Nkrumah Banner's face when She-Hope got bored. when She-Hope. Look.
I remember you talking about it.
Nothing I can do there. Like if that was me, I would have been gone also.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. That's all I can say. It's going to be pretty interesting. Yeah.
Hey,
but the flip side of it is I want to see our bowlers in those conditions also, because I think our bowlers are competent.
Yeah, our bowlers will probably not. They are not going to bowl as quick, but they are skillful enough to bowl down teams, good test teams for under 300 or a little bit over 300. It's just the batting that is the issue. Somebody said rumors are that it was Brathwaite's influence that kept Campbell in the team even before he became captain. Well, I don't know about that because, this was after Brathwaite became captain. Desmond Haynes came out and said that I heard Desmond Haynes saying it. Well, Desmond Haynes didn't have any influence. Well, I doubt he had any influence at that time where selecting the team is concerned. But he's the one that came out recently and said that they were going to continue with Campbell because he had struck up a good partnership with Brathwaite, and they're giving more opportunity. But I don't know. As a captain, you definitely get an opportunity to make a call, make 1 or 2 call.
I think I read something where Brathwaite said that how he likes opening with Campbell or something like that. So I don't know.
Yeah. They as being a part of the leadership group, as thing they're saying, and the captain, you definitely get a chance in helping to draft a team together. I would think. Usually they say that you have the. Yeah. You usually have that's where you usually go.
I think it's not like he's a number 2 batsman or a bowler. They probably asking Craig, who do you like or feel most comfortable with? and he gave his opinion. There's nothing to that more than just a common courtesy.
You see, that's not an issue. Plus, you know, as a senior, as I said in the team, the man that is really holding the team together. Usually, something like that will happen every now and then.
I'll say this: looking at Craig and Campbell opening, 80% of the time Campbell gets out to 35-25, and that puts back pressure on Craig. So I don't understand that statement that he said that.
Probably
Campbell
because in an ideal world, he thinks that Campbell is more of a man that will go on the front foot and bring the pain to the opposing team, while he will sit back and do his thing. In an ideal world and not get out, in the 30s. In an ideal world, Campbell is an opener that you would definitely want, if he's capable of batting for a long period of time, because he's going to keep the scoreboard ticking over. That is for sure. But the issue is trying to get him to bat longer. And the main way how he has gotten out, is usually getting out, is fishing after that ball outside the half stump. So I think that is one of the things that they were really working to get out of him, and then say, all right, let us try with him. Just as how I think they probably worked on getting that thing out of Blackwood, where he likes to play the ball to mid on, mid off. I haven't gotten a chance to curse him about it in a little while, so it seems as if he has gotten over it. So I think it's the same thing with Campbell.
Isn't that how he got out when he made that 68?
That's how I thought.
No.
Jesus.
Was it that mid on he get caught?
You sure?
Somewhere else?
No.
He was caught behind?
No, he go to lift the ball over the fielder, but I can't remember where the fielder was, and he get caught. It was when him and Moti was at the crease, and I said Moti and him could have put on a 50-run partnership.
Yeah, I didn't say how he got out. I was actually, think I was at work. Please don't tell me that's how he got out again.
Well, he got out at 68 as opposed to 25.
Yeah, yeah. And he had soaked
him some slack.
He had soaked up a lot of the pressure. Also. He had stoked up a lot of the pressure also. So let me ask you a question, guys. What is up with this England white ball team? It's been like what, 5-6 years now that they are being dominant right through?
Unstoppable.
Jesus Christ! I saw a picture floating around on Facebook with the Netherlands fielders in a what looked like a grassy area, helping the groundsmen to look for the ball. But that when Butler was batting.
But Butler hit 14 sixes in that inning.
That man is, Jesus Christ, that man is something else.
Brother, 498
destructive.
498. My gosh.
But there's people saying that, it's against Netherlands, right? But I said this, I think I replied to someone and I said this. New Zealand went there, West Indies went there. And they couldn't barely pace 3.
Yeah, we narrowly won. And anybody that is watching white ball cricket, they would know that I'm not going to say it's the greatest of bowling, but if based on England's white ball team, if you have David Malan, Butler, and Phil Salt that got some runs also?
Yeah, Butler, Roy.
Salt. Yeah, and David Malan. If you have all of those guys, teeing off at the same time, it can't be anything good. It can't be anything good, See, thing that reminding us, England score 400 plus versus any team. Yeah, they did it. Remember, they had the record. They got it against Australia.
Yeah, I think. But I see on Twitter everybody is calling for Owen Morgan to step down as captain and give it to Jazz Butler, Moeen Ali.
You see, this is the thing, and it also affected him in the IPL. You see, just like I would say Brendan McCullum comes straight down to Kane Williamson is responsible for getting New Zealand. Well, they are basically moonwalking or getting New Zealand to a state of dominancy. That is what Owen Morgan did to England's white ball team. I mean, he's not performing. He hasn't really performed over the last couple of years. But in terms of the team, you know, he has definitely done well and he has led them to glory. You understand? So I don't know.
Morgs is one of the best captain there is, but his farm is just terrible to watch.
Yeah, I can't tell when last I actually see him get some runs. Two captains that were struggling. Two captains that were struggling. You know, I think the Australian white ball captain too. What's his name? Finch. He had some runs the other day, but you know, yeah, he was having a tough time also. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, they say it's a team sport, and if you are leading the team and you are winning the tournament and the series,
there's no point to change.
Yeah, you are looking to always improve and thinking, and you want to be able to pull your weight as a captain. But you know, if you are winning the tournaments and the series, it's you know, it's not really much.
I remember England scored at 498 without 3 of their main ODI players. In Ben Stokes, Root, and Bairstow. And just imagine if those 3 guys come back and they're in the form of their life in Test cricket. I'm sure they'll bring it over to ODI. With the ODI team right now with Jos Buttler, they could be taking home the ODI World Cup again.
Yeah, it's a good unit. It's a good unit. I'm not going to say England. I'm not going to say they are known to choke or anything. But you know, I don't know if they're going to win. But it's definitely a good unit. You know, it's a good unit of players.
Okay, guys. One last question from me. How are you guys feeling now about Alzarri's bowling performance as of late?
He has definitely improved. You know, since coming back from England, I mean, when he came back and was supposed to go in the team when they gave Jayden Seales his debut, that is when I was really looking for to see what he was going to offer. But generally speaking, he's not bowling as hold on, mute the microphones, guys, until it's your time. Hold on, let me go ahead and mute a couple of them. Yeah. So generally, hold on. Yeah, generally speaking, he's not doing too bad at all. You know, he's really stepping up. Seems as if he's maturing. His pace is consistently up there, and he's not bowling as short. And you know, he's really holding the pressure. I mean, he's not containing the batsman as much as how I would want him to. You know, but that will come also. He's a strike bowler, so you find that he will do 1 and 2 little things that he will get drive every now and again, especially in Test cricket. I don't really have a problem with that. Speaking, he has definitely improved. You know, he has improved.
I'll say this about Alzarri. His bowling has doubled from what he was, say, a year ago.
Yeah, he has improved.
This guy has to be one of the unluckiest guys in Test cricket.
Yeah, they are still dropping his catches. We have always said that. Yeah, they are still dropping his catches. Oh boy.
Look at the comment above Supernovas about Alex Hales. Is Alex Hales the Shimron Hetmai of England cricket? Hetmai didn't play since 2019 ODI, and Hales didn't play since 2019 also.
Where is the comment? Right. Okay. What happened to Alex Hales and England? Alex Hales is in and out. Well, not out of not into the international team. When I say in and out, I'm talking about the leagues that are played over there in England. You always hear him in and around those leagues, and he's actually a good cricketer. You know, he's a good cricketer. He's a good power hitter also, but I'm not sure. England's ODI team, you know, and T20 team, if you slip your slide, they have so many players. If you slip your slide, you know, we don't have the luxury like them to do that with Hetmyer. You know, we don't have the luxury to do all of that. You know, but he's definitely a talented one.
Supernova said had he played in 2021. Had he played T20 in 2021? He didn't play ODI since 2019, right? Or Test cricket since 2019.
It's been a while since I've seen Hetmyer. It could have been late 2018, 2019 that I actually saw him in Test cricket. I don't remember ODI, but it's been a while since I've seen him in thing there in Test. what he played in 2021 against Australia. Yeah, it's Test cricket. I haven't seen him in Test cricket in a while.
Yeah, it's Test.
It's Test cricket, man. I haven't seen him since maybe 2018, 2019, I think. Not ODI, 20 Test cricket.
I think the last time, well, he declined to go to England, and ever since he hasn't played a test. Remember, he declined the pandemic series. He was in and around the setup before the pandemic, and ever since he declined to play to travel with the team in the pandemic, he has not represented West Indies at the test levels ever since. Yes, he hasn't played for us since.
Yeah, it's been a while since I have seen him.
What will be interesting is there could be a T20I vice captain named in the next 5 days or 3 days.
You see,
and no one knows where it's gonna go.
That is the thing, you know. When it just came out, what I said was this, and I'm not going to change. I personally believe that the selectors were ready to rope in back Hetmyer, look at him for a couple of games, and then give it to him, because he's off and thing there. He didn't play any of these games, and you know they didn't get a chance to look at him. I personally believe that they want to see him back in to give it to him. You know, I think that is it, but. I wouldn't go back in the direction of Jason Hall. It might be the safest thing to do, but I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go there. We are moving on. Plus, Jason Hall might not accept it, especially seeing that he is now aware of what freedom means. He's able to go all over and refuse this and refuse that. You understand? Rovman Powell, I don't know if they're going to be tempted to give it to him. I'm not the biggest fan of his captaincy. So where his vice captaincy is concerned, I'm not sure I would give it to him. I'm still going to stick with my guns, guys. I am thinking they didn't name it because they want to rope in back, have him settled down, give it to him. I don't know what the case is going to be, though.
So let's just say Hetmyer doesn't get selected for this team, this squad. Do you think they'll postpone the vice captaincy thing until he gets played?
Only if they are planning to give it to him. And I mean, unless they're going to say they're going to name a acting vice captain for the series. I don't know. Only if they are planning to give it to him. But you need an assistant leader going in, man. You're definitely going to need an assistant leader. I don't know how they're going to work it, though.
I just hope that they don't say that Hope is T20 vice captain, because I don't want Hope anywhere near.
No, but Hope can't make the T20 team. Hope cannot make the T20 team.
I mean, our past couple ODI T20I series, he was there, so he was there in India.
They need to stop the foolishness. I can understand the idea of wanting to have a man that you think can stabilize and bat through, right? Similarly to what we were trying with Raston Chase when he did well in the CPL and we were working with him, right? But you don't traditionally need an anchor. My problem is that the guys that I want to anchor the innings that can bat, they don't decide to bat for more than 16 ball. People like Pooran and those guys can bat out 15 overs easy. He's talented enough to do that. You know, if Hetmyer is in the team, he can also do that. So I don't want to hear this thing about Sheopia, man, until he's dominating and can get in the team. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it at all.
I'm hoping and praying that Hetty comes back and he performs and he does good. But I know for a fact he didn't lose 20-30 pounds that I want him to lose. But I hope he worked towards that by the World Cup and gets back.
Right now he's pretty comfortable. Young baby at home, wife there to cook food and all of that. If he's not that motivated, I'm not too sure if he's going to look as slim as I would want him to look now.
I think if it was up to me, and I haven't been part of the national setup for a while, and I just get a baby, I want to prove and show that I want to be there, make money, and work for my family. instead of
Well,
like staying home and
the
whatnot.
irony behind that, you know, Sachin.
Mm.
The irony behind that is he could do all those stuff and make money for his family and don't play for West Indies. So, like,
I,
does he care enough to make the thing that West Indies want him to make? Because IPL don't care about his weight. Those
yeah,
IPL franchises and those franchise cricket teams, they don't care about his weight.
once he's getting the job done, I said it. Once he's getting the job done once he's getting the job done, IPL don't really care. You understand? And
They don't care.
I am also wondering, do we think that CWI would have put themselves in a situation where where players are going to be making sacrifice for West Indies cricket? Based on how CWI treat the players, do you think players are willing to make sacrifice for them?
I
I
wouldn't say
Well,
it's based on
nah, let me speak on the chance. Let me speak. Sachi, let me say this.
yeah.
That what CWI is asking when it comes to the fitness standard is not a sacrifice. I don't think it is fair to characterize it as a sacrifice. They are doing what is to be expected as the norm because other teams around the world have have a similar requirement. CWI is not doing anything unique when it comes to the fitness requirement because India have the same fitness requirement. What then Pakistan has it, Australia, like everybody have a similar standard. And very few countries have that problem outside of West Indies. Like the only person I hear they talk about our players is Richard Pant. They talk about him sometimes. Prithvi Shah put on some weight also. And then Rohit Sharma can't pass any fitness in any major way. But other than that, those other countries, England boys, they look lean.
And I mean, it's professional.
They look like high jumpers.
You see,
yeah, it's professional cricket, so you know.
The difference between West Indies and these guys have sponsors that could pay and that gives them money, right? West Indies doesn't have that to say hire a fitness coach, hire a nutritionist. Like England, I'm pretty sure England has a nutritionist to work with their players. Australia, same thing. India, same thing. But West Indies does not have the grant to do that for their players.
But Sachin, you don't think that's a really excuse, no, Sachin? Because back in the days, no, let me say this now. Back in the days, the West Indies team of old, we didn't have anybody in there with a pot belly, and those guys didn't have any nutritionists.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. Plus, I mean, if they are that invested in their career, they themselves can make sure that they do what needs to be done.
Do you think also that West Indies players are getting paid too little yearly? That's why they don't care about it that much.
Easy. The money that they are making, representing West Indies, it's not going to turn their eye or their head away from any major T20 league. They are not getting paid enough. They are definitely not getting. CWI cannot compete with all of these leagues, and as we know, injury, anything can come at any time. People going to want to set up their families and think. And as we said, passion is something that we are going to preach for. Passion is something that we are going to say yes, they should be doing it for passion, and they should. But people going to have to look out for their own interest, because they're going to look and say, hey, these CWI guys sit down in office and well, all right. People are always going to do what is best for them. I myself here, right? I myself right here. I can't even say anything because I get up and I preach about developing cricket and sports in the Caribbean, right? Just as a personal sharing a personal thing now. I get up and say I want to help to develop cricket and all of that in the Caribbean or in Jamaica as a PE teacher, right? And yet still I run will leave it. Why? I think that just as anybody else, you're going to want to go to greener pastures. You're going to try and go to greener pastures even though you're passionate about helping your home country. So
I heard you say this a lot of times when you're back in Jamaica. Jamaican kids would rather have a football on the street than have 2 tires and a bat.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. We see the, and it's because of where it is going now.
That's $5 for the night lineups, right?
What's that? Oh, Mr. Lover with $4.99. Oh, you mean Mr. Lover Another donation to the channel, the great Mr. Lover that people. Shout out to Mr. Lover. Thanks for the donation, man. Much appreciated.
Alzarri
All right.
Joseph for T20 vice captain.
And underneath it, he says Alzarri for T20 captain. So he's paying for that one, He's paying for that one. Big up yourself, Mr. Yeah, apparently he's pulling it up. Big up yourself, Mr. Lover. So as I was saying, guys, people are now moving towards what they can make stuff out. Yeah, that is where the money is in. Nothing is in track and field. And every country that you can look at, the top workers, if they are not being paid handsomely, they're going to migrate to somewhere else. So it's the same thing with West Indies cricket. They are doing this for a living. They're going to migrate to greener pastures.
I'll say that I'm pretty sure Archer and what's his name, Jordan, is living a better life in England and getting paid more in England than they would in West Indies.
All right. So it's just one of those things. What we wish though is that these guys can strike a balance. CWI have to find a way. CWI cannot behave as if they have the handler and can inflict pain all the time. They need to sit with these guys and try and strike a balance with them. You understand? Not where fitness is concerned, but in terms of them, solely moving off
wanting to play for West Indies and so
exactly. On. You have to try and find a way.
I think West Indies needs to start back with finding a sponsor a name sponsor that's gonna be with them for 4 or 3 years, like how Sandoz was with them a year ago, not a couple years ago.
Hold on, where's Sheldon? Sheldon look like he went outside. Sheldon says, "Sports to the board, you have to acknowledge the super chats." Sheldon went outside. He didn't hear. Sheldon is not aware of what's going on, man. Yes, Sachin, continue.
Yeah, I was saying that. Where are we gonna get that other big sponsor like how we had Sandoz sponsoring both ODI, T20, and Outry and Test cricket?
Well, right now,
4 years in a row.
Right now, I was watching the game yesterday, Sachin, and the shirts look naked. Naked. The only thing I saw on it was the crest.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird that
very naked.
Bangladesh are playing and they have this big letter right in, and West Indies just get a white shirt with a logo.
Yeah. It doesn't look good, but as I always say, if we're not organized and putting things together, people don't really want their brand to be associated with certain things,
But hey, listen, I don't think the organization is the problem. People want to be associated with winners.
Winning, exactly. Yeah, that's why you need to put things together. You need to be associated with winners.
If we start to win and win consistently, sponsors will come.
Yep, because it's television coverage and all of that, so people going to want their brand being associated with the winning team.
A fitness branch should sponsor West Indies cricket.
But then a clause might be in the contract. A clause might be placed in the contract now where nobody else will, where probably only 2 people will be able to make the team. If I have a fitness thing and I are going to sponsor you, I want my fitness brand to look the best out there on television. So I don't want people that look unfit. So maybe younger people like Shea Hope and Brathwaite and those guys on hold, and Joseph, them will probably make the team. Somebody say KFC need to sponsor us.
Who's our
Hey,
why these people not easy,
Finger licking good.
Yeah, finger licking good.
Soon with KFC
sponsor. We need a sponsor. We need a sponsor.
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all.
With KFC sponsoring West Indies, you gotta buy a ticket to get into the stadium. You gotta pay for sit down also. Like how you got pay for, like how did you used to have to pay for condiments?
I don't know, Star.
But KFC sponsored the Big Bash at one point, so
yep.
I mean, it's not far fetched that they would sponsor cricket, but
KFC sponsors Pakistan.
Yeah, KFC, they are looking at a market, man. They were looking at a market there.
Because
You know,
look, every six that was hit in Pakistan, KFC and Pakistan Cricket Board gave a scholarship away.
All right.
No, it was it had hit the screen.
They had a bucket. They had a
Okay, yeah.
They had a thing there. Was it something? I think something like a cup, a big thing on the boundary. I think.
It was a screen. I think it was a screen.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, though, guys, we definitely need to find a way to to see if we can hold some of these youngsters to play for West Indies.
You see,
but as I said, it's not like back in the day. It's not like back in the day where, as the governing body CWI, you have all the talk over the players. Players can go all over now and make money. So you have to, not saying that you're going to drop the standards, but you have to find a way to come to amicable solution with the players.
If West Indies was paying their players as good as other nations, say Australia or England, right? They could easily set a clause when international cricket plays and you're part of the contracted, you need to be there and you need to come and leave whatever it is and come and play. But they don't pay their players enough, so they don't have that power.
Yeah, they don't have any grasp over the players like that.
But Sachin, I don't even think it's about paying the players enough, because of how much you pay the players right now. England cannot tell Josh Butler not to play in the IPL. I don't care what story England has to say. Some of these guys will inevitably play in the leagues that they want to play in.
I think that's where clause come in the contract. They have certain clauses that say, all right, they probably will say, all right, you play 50. If we have a series shortly after the IPL, you have to play 50% of the series or whatever. But as I said, they're not going to be able to solely say to these guys, though people will avoid signing the contract. Yeah, I tell you, and people will.
I don't think.
Yes.
The type of player Josh Butler is, I don't think England can control whether he plays or not. He is an asset to England, so they need him. He don't need them. They need him.
To be honest, the only board that can talk to their players in any meaningful way is probably India. One, because of the amount of money, and because the IPL is so big that playing in the IPL, you don't even need to play in the other leagues around the world.
Well, Marlon,
that's why India used to control their players.
They need to free up the players, them, man.
Indian players aren't allowed to play any other league.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
They need to free them up.
They can.
It was refreshing the other day. Well, I know it's not IPL, but it was refreshing the other day when we saw Pujara and was it Rizwan over there playing some county cricket.
Yep.
Yeah, I know it's not T20 or franchise or anything like that, but it was refreshing seeing them over there playing in the league over there.
Like, I feel if this India and Pakistan thing that they have with each other, right? If they don't want to play, if India don't want to go to Pakistan because Pakistan they're afraid of security, and if vice versa, if Pakistan don't want to go to India because of security, we're losing out on possibly one of the best ODI series we could have, or T20 series or Test series that we have. You could easily play those matches outside of India and Pakistan.
Plus politics also, the security is an issue, but some of these teams are controlled by the politicians, and politics going dictate that here what we don't really want go up against them, so make we leave it right there, so it would be nice to see them. It would be nice. Go again.
You see, with the politics aspect of it, with the politics aspect of it, how it works is that India, it benefits Pakistan far more to play India than it does India to play Pakistan. So it's a part of the politics where India knows that Pakistan needs them more, and because the obvious contempt that they have for each other, India India has the upper hand with saying we're not going to play because you need this money more than us because we don't need the revenue as much as you do. So it probably will. I think other boards float the idea before of being a neutral venue. England is the obvious place that they could play, or Australia, but
probably
I don't see that.
I mean, look at that World Cup.
I don't see that.
It's sad though.
That World Cup game was one of the most practical India versus.
It's really sad.
You know, I remember seeing. I'm almost certain. I remember reading something like this. Didn't India arrest some fans that were celebrating the Pakistan winning the World Cup? I'm trying to remember if I saw something like that or it was on Facebook.
I don't know. I think
No,
Pakistani fans were.
Yeah, I remember some issues. Yeah.
Pakistan win without losing a wicket.
That was horrible though, man. That it was Rizwan and Babar Azam, right? When they beat them by 10 wickets.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was an article or it was somebody that posted it on Facebook, but I remember seeing something like that.
But one thing I realize that in some sense, IPL farm does not equal international cricket farm, and vice versa. Every year, Rahul dominates IPL.
Yeah.
And we saw him in the World Cup looking at shadow of his farm myself. And I remember other guys who dominated the IPL.
I mean, it was the entire India team.
International team. They look wonderful.
Yeah, it was the entire India team that didn't turn up. Yeah, the entire India team didn't turn up. I was wondering what was happening.
The only man that I'm happy for right now in the team is Dinesh Karthik. That's the only man I'm happy for right now.
It's really weird. It's really surprising how he's just back and just in contention now to play that finishing role in
World Cup.
The World Cup. Yeah, I see even Dale Steyn was talking about it and saying that he should be right up there because he's been consistent and it shouldn't be a question. It's really interesting though. It's pretty interesting.
Funny story
how that comes around. Mm-hmm.
He got into punditry and he was on Sky Sport. And they give the description of who you are under the title, you retired player. And then the started name, and I think it was England.
Somebody else
with England and India. They are retired player.
Yeah. Somebody else called him a full-time commentator and a part-time cricketer.
Oh boy. Well, he has definitely proven that though that's wrong.
His resurgence in cricket is really amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely amazing. And it's been consistent.
Anybody hear anything about that 50-over draft that they were supposed to have on Friday?
Nope. I did the video Thursday night and saying that on Friday evening, hopefully I will see some information and pass it on. I haven't seen anything. They were saying they were going to tell us the players that were drafted and the team. I mean, I don't see anything. Maybe I need to look more, but I didn't see anything.
No, I looked on the West News website. I looked everywhere. I couldn't see anything.
These guys are something else. They just finished playing Bangladesh, and say for example, we just finished playing a game, and you're looking at it to see if you can see some pictures or some stuff. You only see 1 or 2 pictures for the entire game. Sometimes these people are amazing, man. That's all I can say.
Once again, this is where West Indies doesn't have funds to hire more than one guy. That is the only social media guy that they have that does both social media plus controls the website.
Oh.
How can you have one man running everything?
Yeah, you need more persons, man. Especially when you're having a series. You need people dealing with interviews, pictures, videos, and things like that. So you need all of that. But we're gonna wrap things up for tonight. For tonight's show, guys. Definitely going to try and see if we can do some more lives, especially at Sundays. We might not be able to go live as often during the week, but on Sundays, we're gonna see if we can come on and have a little bit of time to chat. I know persons are always in the comment section, but you know, it's always good when we have guys coming on and giving their opinion, and we have the listeners, you know, giving a listening ear. So once again, guys, really appreciate you coming on and doing your thing. And shout out again to all the persons that sent out there, that sent in some donation. We see Mr. Lover, right? Let me see if I can back up and find the names. Yeah, let me see if I can find back the names. But as you can see, guys, the super chat is up and running. We had quite a few persons donating tonight. We had Kishan heading the list tonight with $20. So you mean? You understand, Mr. Lover, with $4.99, and I think we had one more, right?
I think there was two more. Somebody sent $5.
Here we have Charles with $1.99. Thanks again, Charles. Let's keep going and see if we had another person.
So the first person.
Yeah, Henry. Yeah. How can I forget Henry? Henry is always on the platform supporting. Henry with $5. Thanks again, Henry. For all the other supporters, the super chat button is there whenever you feel as if you want to sponsor the channel. All right, my peeps. Marlon, Sashin, Mr. Lover, Sheldon. Yeah.
Do you need to be in America to send a super?
To send it or to activate it?
Okay, all right.
I think as long as you have a credit card or a debit card,
you have to have your information in.
You could get the super chat.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
hopefully tomorrow morning I wake up and I see breaking Wesley's ODI team. Wesley's ODI and white ball team announced.
Yeah, along with a vice captain. Huh?
And along with a vice captain.
All right, guys. Marlon, Sashin, Sheldon, Mr. Lover. Who else we had on? We had anybody else on the panel? All those who were active in the comment section. Once again, guys, thank you for coming out and sharing the love. We have a second test match coming up, so we're gonna keep the videos coming until we go straight into the final into the final test of the series, and then we'll just go straight over into the ODIs and T20s. But until then, just walk with my peeps, stay safe, and remember to continue sharing the videos. All right, my peeps, blessings. I'll see you guys.